Maybe someone sent you a fruit basket.
Yeah, and then they wrote the word bitch on a banana in an empowering way. Like, bitch. Okay, it's on.
Samantha.
A black woman speaks truth and society loses its mind.
You don't believe that people should hear a progressive message about race from a white person.
That's not why you're doing this. You're just doing it to get back at me.
Hey. I was gonna meet,
I'm not a white nationalist.
You want a cookie or something? Baldwin said to be a Negro and relatively conscious is to be in a rage almost all the time.
Damn, Alec Baldwin was a genius.
Oh, hell. Isn't this campus polarized enough? Somebody's got to keep the peace.
This is Winchester. We gotta do better.
Is this a movement or a primal scream?
Both. We can't even get through a discussion without it devolving into a Maury Povich DNA reveal.
I know that look.
There is this guy.
Is this a relationship or still just a penetration ship?
Hey, girl. Wow. Wow.
You gonna get that?
The African American.
The White Whisperer.
Che Guevara at Fashion Week. What? The black guy in a white sitcom.
The mean gay dude who's all get it, girl. Sorry, not sorry.
The filmmaker behind Am I Racist?
Agatha Shifty.
The cat lady with no cats.
Kirkland's signature and culture.
Peace.
I'ma hit you back in a minute.
That back and forth was so good, I felt like Shonda Rhimes wrote us.
I was thinking that the whole time, but I didn't think I could say it.
Dog. He took at one point he took all the attention off of Kanye in a positive way. And now he might as well be Kanye. The way the game flipped so quick, bro.
What the This is America?
I mean, no, it's like there's been an evolution of talk on Twitter and Facebook. So so like
okay, gotcha.
So like This Is America drop, right? Everybody going crazy, you know. Crazy, it's bass, it's beautiful, amazing, down goes the man. Ah,
he's so creative, he's a genius.
Then it became, well, Donald Glover can't be making woke stuff because his baby mama, his girlfriend, a white lady, even though she like Latino or something, whatever. She a white lady.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, she a white lady. He like white women. Yeah. Then it became, dog, the story's not over. It evolved into, well, man, can you be really pro-black and have a non-black partner? Huh? I don't think you can. I think you can. I don't think you can be pro-black and have a non-black because you trading on your race and you sleeping with the enemy. Then that became a stupid ass talk all over. Then that turned into, well, you can't blame Donald because black women don't like weird niggas anyway. They think they're all lame. Yeah, black women don't like weird niggas.
That's what I'm literally looking at right now.
So now that's the conversation today. Like that's what all that started from. This Is America and Donald Glover.
It's fucking gross.
And that all is yeah.
That's my but you ever met her yet?
This does not make me feel good.
Yeah, son. So yeah, son.
Stupid people.
Yeah, people. Yeah, so, that's all I can say, bruh. And you be
speaking
online,
of trolls,
bruh. And you just thinking like, wait a minute. Yeah, like y'all are seriously on this shit. Like I said straight up, son, Prince would have never been a thing if black women didn't like weird niggas.
Oh, and guess what? Yes, it's so true because Prince had the little G-string on and he could get it.
He was everything that you was taught not to be as a man.
Right.
And he said, fuck with y'all on. I'm on
Was he? I feel like he wore it though in a way, but like brought swag to it. It's like, but this isn't how we thought it would look all put together. You know what I'm saying?
Hindsight. Retro. Retro. Because at the time,
breakthrough.
You heard me? They had the certain niggas that was fucking with him, but you know them niggas saying this sissy ass nigga wearing did. But none of that matters because you know what? He was fucking your woman though.
Yeah.
It was the black women that accepted Prince as their paramour.
Right.
You hear me? That made the niggas have to accept him because the women did. That's what I always say whenever you looking at even like, you know, the younger generation, quote unquote. I be like, son, well, I stopped judging these niggas on how they dress and what they do because if it wasn't getting them women, they wouldn't be doing it. Exactly. So apparently the girls of this generation must be turned on by whatever these goofy niggas is doing, and it's not for me because I'm not trying to attract the girls of that generation. So all the boys or what have you, whatever you want. So hey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All inclusion.
It's you know, it's a funny thing, dog. But like, I'm like, man, let Donald be. But then it became because the issue is they saying that he don't like black women because somebody said in his stand-up Weirdo about I forget, man.
I couldn't get through that, man. Did he really say? That thing?
I
happened?
watched Weirdo like about 3 years ago. So
really, I tried to watch it.
I don't remember it because it was something about how he likes his non-black woman or whatever. Man, he likes when she calls him nigger or something.
But see, that's not.
I don't know.
I remember the joke. I saw it recently, and I wasn't offended by it at all.
But it was some other shit too. And apparently, in his early years, he was like super obsessed with like the Asian culture and anime and shit. So he was like fetishizing Asian women over black. I don't know, dog. Twitter apparently got all these receipts on how he's never dated a black woman. So that must mean he don't like black women. And even if it's 2018, he didn't fucking evolve or change and grow, and that's impossible. Because I don't know why, but he hate black women, and so there. He's just trying to use black people right now so he can pop.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually read an article. I should have saved it. It was on this weird website where they were basically going in on Donald Glover saying that people should stop supporting Atlanta because he's always prided himself on being like the black guy that's white on the inside and different and doing everything to deviate away from being a black man. But now he's using us and using his culture to, I guess, try and... I don't know.
You sound stupid.
I'm trying to explain it and I can't because
you know what I mean? Because it get goofy, son. This man here, dog. All the positive he doing with Atlanta said he didn't have to make it black.
Exactly.
He really didn't. Like, you know what I mean? He comes from community. Like, he could have easily just made some...
He did an NBC show.
Nigga. He could have made some super white show where he's the only black standout and he's the main character and all these white people around and you can hear him survive.
One black friend.
Who's
probably a relative in the show.
Hey.
You know?
Something like that. He could have did it, but he made sure it was intrinsically black. Even his last album, he didn't have to make that kind of music, dog. He is a black dude, and who's to say that all the quote-unquote different things that he prided himself on about himself isn't black? Like, this freaking monolithic view of what black is the problem in general, son.
Right.
This man said he liked anime, and in 2000 that was not black, but in 2018 it's black as fuck if you say it. You know what I'm saying? It's like so trippy.
It feels like all these people come out of the woodworks, though, because it's like you feel at the time, at the time, back in the day when I was young, I just remember listening to all kinds of music and stuff like that. And now it's like you got Jay-Z and stuff making songs with Coldplay and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's, well, not now, of course. That really makes me sound old because
we spoke about this on the last episode of FlyWithBats Podcast. Yeah. And what's funny is you can trace a lot of it back to Kanye beating 50.
Really? How? Break that down.
So already you can say off the dump, dog. Kanye came with the music from the everyday guy, the cat like you or me, the one that went to college, is not not the most gangster, not the superhero black man, he came with that music that like average guy like that opened that doorway. Remember when Kanye came out with that because he made hits with it because there's always been a backpack rapper and such, but he made hits because he was also produced. He had the ear for the music, so you know what I mean. He already was opening that lane because after Kanye was doing that, then now all of a sudden people got more eyes on Common. Now we got more eyes on Talib Kweli, even though they been here. Now we got more eyes on Little Brother. Now we got like all of a sudden all these niggas has been underground getting it because Kanye's the backpack rapper and he's cool and now he started producing, giving more shine on him. He opened that door a lot and from his first
and they put him on.
Bruh, and in many ways they helped him learn how to rap. You know what I'm saying? But he was producing them, but he popped because he knew how to bring it together. Right. You feel me? Because the thing is that I ain't about to get into his ghostwriters, but anyway, so when you can look at this built and this built and this built, it was Kanye came out in the era with gangster rap. You know what I mean? Gangster rap was the biggest thing, like how you mentioned Jay-Z. If you build it all the way up to when 50 dropped, it was crazy. So remember when it was Kanye versus 50, to me, that was really the sign of the times because they had that, it was really the gangster rap era versus the Kanye era and all that, and what was to come. The alternative, whatever, the other black guy. You know what I'm saying? And then when Kanye won, because it was a big thing. Remember graduation versus I forget 50.
Yeah, we get his album. I do remember that though. Yeah,
it was a big thing. We even forgot what it was. We forgot what his album was called.
Because nobody bought his fucking album. I went out that day and bought Graduation.
But that
was it Graduation?
That Graduation. It was.
Yeah. It was
okay. Graduation.
Fair enough. Yeah.
50 was a force, nigga. But still, when Kanye won, from that point on, the people showed with their dollars that this is where rap is going, and now who's popping? Drake. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Childish Gambino. The sound we got trap music, but the sound, like at one, gangster rap music in the early 2000s and the late 90s drowned out anything that wasn't it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have a few features from some of these other niggas, or, you know, random little hit from somebody that was kind of normal. Even Outkast did trap music in some of these songs. So it was like there wasn't no pure ass, hit making ass, not like corny, on ass nigga like a Kanye at that point. But now they're everywhere. What we see in the rap game right now are all Kanye and Lil Wayne's children.
Basically.
Almost every rapper that's popping right now,
extent.
you can trace either to Kanye or Lil Wayne at this point. You feel me? With speckles of other people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's just so funny how like now Gambino, he's in this space, and you know what I mean, you got to deal with the punches. I guess that's how you know you on, because success in that scenario. Everybody been on this kick, but dog, like, you know, black people, dog, at times are feeling like we just want to find a way to go against each other at times.
Yeah, just some kind of way to antagonize. Like, he's done so much, and he's I guess opened up so many doors and shown a different side of, you know, what it is to be a black man, the real side to me. So
I mean, y'all are digging like Donald Glover still, right? Because I'm wondering, like, am I drinking the Kool-Aid? Because none of that stuff had ever even really crossed my mind.
I mean,
and I wasn't even aware of that.
That's the thing. Maybe you're not even aware of it. If you're not aware of it, it's not on you. Because I'm gonna say this. My sidebar on it is, if you're a black woman and you do feel like, quote unquote, canceling Donald Glover, or you don't support Donald Glover because you feel some kind of way about whatever he said or did in the past, I ain't gonna hate on you. Right. I feel like somebody on my Facebook said it real, and I have to echo her statements. It don't have to be mutually exclusive. You can support, you know what, black woman, if you triggered, I'm not gonna hate on you if that's how you feel. Boom, do you, and be like, you know what, I respect you doing you, I support that. At the same time of being like, well, I'm supporting Donald Glover because I'm hoping through his actions as of the past few years, he doesn't seem like he's anti-black because he don't got to do the shit he doing. Right. So I'm gonna hope until he says something that fuck it up, that he ain't on whatever. Because Weirdo came out in 2012, and Donald Glover been popping since before then. If we go back to like we all talking about,
Weirdo was 2012.
Weirdo was 2012, so that's when that shit dropped. You feel me?
It was earlier than that, yeah.
But the thing is, he was around earlier than that. Yeah. Much earlier. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers grow in the spotlight, understanding gonna say some crazy shit. I'm a Kanye fan, so I forgives artists from doing nutso shit. And I always say that, hey, you all got your freaking, everybody got their little, they breaking point. You feel me? Like, sometimes saying crazy shit isn't always my breaking point for artists. But rape is. But rape is. By Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and Nate Parker. Sorry, when you raping, I can't fuck with you. But her sexual harassment is fuck it, dog. But you know, I'm hoping that, you know what I mean, because the conversation of blackness is so different for so many different people, and we often put words in people's mouths, and then we go into the trauma of, once again, when you talk about interracial relationships and our leaders dating white women, and white women being put on pedestals, and the trauma and the triggering aspect is stereotypically that could do for a black woman being told she ain't good enough as a white woman, and then seeing her men as especially supposed to be supporting and fighting for her, keep on putting rings on these motherfuckers. And now I can see the levels of trauma that can even go through the generations. That's what's funny is that, ironically, remember, did you see that episode called Champagne Papi on Atlanta? I know you did.
It's season 2, right?
Season 2, Champagne Papi.
That's the
Drake
episode.
Drake.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers came down on him for that dark skinned chick that was having a problem with the interracial couple. And they were talking about he don't write black women right. Black women ain't mad about that shit no more. Blah 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 blah. 1 month later, apparently y'all still pretty motherfucking mad.
Somebody mad about
Somebody
it.
mad. And I'm always throw this out here too. Y'all do take in that all those women were on gummies, so they were not supposed to be rational in their mind. If you think about it, even if she was tripping about the interracial shit, because her ass was high. Like, you know what I mean? She was on the paranoid. I feel like they all took a different version of the high. And
that's the thing. It wasn't just her. It was all kind of black women. Like, what?
And they all were tripping in different motherfucking ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, so I can't speak for Donald. We like to speak for Donald. And once again, that interracial shit is a soft spot in the community. So I understand, like, have the conversation, dog, but be rational is all I'm saying, man. Give a motherfucker leeway. Yeah. And once again, we could be biased, and I'm gonna take that too because I like the motherfucker. So, you know,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm definitely biased.
So hey, we just had a whole talk, but
that happened.
We back. This is the Reviewing That crew. Because we reviewing that shit. You know what I mean? We back this time for reviewing them. Wait, how we gonna say this? Reviewing that dear white people. Reviewing that dear white people.
Wait, that?
Reviewing that dear white people.
Why not just reviewing dear white? No, okay, you're right.
No, because we have
reviewing that white people.
No, dear.
Reviewing
that dear.
Reviewing that dear. Reviewing that them white people.
Yep, that dear.
Hell yeah, goddamn.
That dear. Reviewing that dear them.
Goddamn.
That dear white people. Them there.
Oh my God.
Biggity Babadi Scoop.
So when people
Scoop de whoop.
Scoop poopity scoop.
Scoopity poopity.
Scoop de whoop de poop. It's kind of catchy, you know. After a while.
Yeah, it's a little catchy. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
So the last time you heard the crew, man, last time you heard reviewing that was when me, Marty, and Alpha Joe did reviewing that Infinity War.
Infinity War.
And quick fast, J.Steel, you weren't here for that one. What was your thoughts on Infinity War?
Yes.
We didn't get to hear the Lady of Steel's commentary.
I'm trying to remember because it was a very long movie.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound like you had a good time.
I did have a good time. I had
Okay.
a really good time, but it was it was a lot going on, and like my brain was trying to process, and like I caught up a little bit on some stuff.
Say your transgressions. Speak your transgressions now,
so
girl.
For me, I finished all of Phase 1, but before I went
Only.
to the movie, I read some stuff and I watched Civil War.
Cool. All right.
She saw
That's a good way to. That's a good.
And I read
place
a lot.
It's good to know what happened in Civil War.
Yeah, and I talked to my brother because apparently he's into all that. So he was like, "This is what you need to know." He was very upset with me.
Oh,
as he should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you doing this? You didn't even see me.
Thank you.
All that kind of stuff.
Thank you. Which brother was this?
That was Leland.
Leland, you the man, Leland.
No,
Shout out.
Yeah. Thank you, Leland. Get
least
her
for
right.
5 minutes, man.
Anyway, I loved it. I was proud of how they were able to jump from world to world to universe to like they had to juggle a lot.
Yeah.
In those almost 3 hours, and they did a really good job.
Because
they figured the trick was not to give it to one person, to give it to two brothers instead.
Right.
So we won't kill them.
Right.
We won't kill them after the second
Because
film.
they were doing something never before done ever.
Yeah, it's a lot to juggle, man, and they've really to say that they just keep coming back to the table for more because they did this in Civil War, you know. So it's like to keep coming back doing this every time. They took up the reins Winter Soldier, the Russo brothers. Yeah.
They did Winter Soldier,
right.
Then they did Civil War. Now they did this Infinity War, and they technically shot
the
Part 4 as well already.
Yeah.
It's already in the can.
Yeah.
So,
and I think I don't think that would be the last film for them. I think
they gonna keep them Russos.
Yeah,
no matter who dies,
they're gonna keep them happy.
They gonna keep them Russos. But what you saying, J.Steel? We cut you off.
So yeah, that was another one I didn't see. I didn't see Winter Soldier.
Oh, you gotta see that.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
That's the man.
One of the greats.
Yeah, it's one of
I
the
need to
best
see that
ones,
one.
really. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, overall it was really good. I enjoyed it, and there was a point in the movie. Can I say spoilers?
Oh yeah, we've already spoiled this movie up and in and out.
We had a real good
Spoiler
time.
alert, guys! If somehow you have never seen the biggest movie ever,
then you suck.
By now,
it's your fault.
Right now, there was a specific point in the movie, way before the ending, when I was like, he's gonna get all of the Infinity Stones. Like I knew it was coming.
What point did you realize that?
Glad you didn't read the comics.
Ha.
You
it starts off, right?
I mean, in the comics, he got them bitches.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
No, it's good that you didn't.
But
because it fucks you up in the end.
It was one of them. He got maybe it was Doctor Strange when he got that one.
The movie that you don't like.
That's like the second to last one. Oh shit! Yeah, that's just
It must have
it's
been
going down
that.
after that.
There was a point where I was like, oh snap. But I expected for something to happen, or someone to come save it, or something.
Yeah.
And when it happened, and then Vision.
Yeah.
This man died twice.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for him. I was like,
we're gonna blow you up. And
I just felt bad for him. He was just so pathetic. The whole
movie got his ass whooped. Yeah, he was
just
the Gambi.
He was the Gambi.
He was the Gambi of the movie.
He was the Gambi.
I so wanted him around more.
I did because he's very popular, but he got fucked up.
Hey Scarlet, you've got to destroy the stone.
And she did all that.
For
Thanos to say, fuck y'all bitches and come back, bring me to life, and I'm gonna kill you again.
And then turn to dust.
Right.
At the end of
it. And guess what? And when all that happened, that's when I instantly felt justified in my mind, especially looking back on saying, y'all motherfuckers should have just off this nigga Vision before you even made it to Wakanda.
That would have made sense.
I mean, shit.
You would have been like Slice Vision.
He's
take that damn stone.
He's a fucking robot, dog. Just upload his process to something else, to the iCloud.
I feel like he's already there, though.
I don't know. Put his consciousness to the iCloud, destroy the motherfucking stone, and figure some shit out after that. But no. We keeping a robot alive. Man, fuck these robots, nigga. I seen iRobot. They all can fry with a greater good. Because y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but Marty Bass Bravett don't fuck with them robots, dog.
He doesn't.
Nope.
They're gonna come for you.
They're gonna come for all of us, dog. You cannot be talking to your toaster. You cannot be petting your vacuum. You cannot be kissing your cell phone. These it's gonna be. You see that motherfucking robot lady out there that says she won't kill all us, and y'all won't.
Oh my god.
Y'all pushing this lady. Nigga, fuck these robots. They created one that's sentient.
Holy shit.
They created one that's sentient. They're going to kill us all.
Wow.
Nigga, fuck you, Vision. Your ass should have got murdered.
Well, you get to say I told you so when it happens. I won't lie.
He the reason Thanos won. Two reasons. Two reasons, dog. Star-Lord fucking up.
Star-Lord was the biggest atrocity of the entire thing.
Star-Lord was a
But guess what? If they would have killed Vision's Stone, even if Star-Lord would have fucked up, guess what? Nigga ain't got no stones. No stones, no snap.
The fingers, but
we worried about a robot, because at least I can say Peter Quill, man, your heart was broken. You was in the moment. You was tripping, nigga. If a motherfucker killed your mama or your girlfriend or your grandma in your face, it's kind of hard to ration with you if you see that nigga like 10 minutes later, like 5 minutes after you found it out. Like, wait a minute, this nigga is prone. He can't do me nothing, and I just found out that he killed my woman?
I mean,
I understand
Iron Man should have known what was up and flew his ass away or something. Doctor Strange.
Somebody
portal this nigga out of here, please.
That's all I'm saying.
Put him in the corner.
Yeah, I understand people here don't, blame Star-Lord, dog, but I'm a slight apologist. But, you know what I mean? I got to big up Thanos, because one thing I got to keep saying is, when a nigga hits you with a fucking moon, you got to submit. Like, he hit a nigga with a moon.
He did. He hit somebody with a moon.
Anything else, Jim?
Fuck Thanos.
Oh wow, really?
That's the name of the movie. The movie should be called Avengers. Thanos.
Fuck Thanos.
Fuck Thanos. Just Thanos, the movie.
I don't know, like his whole. But one thing I did like about him is that he was a good villain. Like, I like that he had levels and layers and whatnot to him, and that he had a heart and a soul. But at the end of the movie, when he just did that shit, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit and watch the sunset." I just wanted him to die. I just wanted something to happen. I wanted there to be so much death.
Nope.
Wow.
You saw so much death by the end of that movie.
Yeah. I mean,
so the end of the movie, I actually cried.
Good.
I was so confused. I was like, no. Why is everyone? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Why is everyone? No.
In perfect silence.
It was horrible. And my
like
whole
the sound
theater
design
was just silent.
Yep. And it's even more silent, like I said. You're right, because you added to the people inside. I was talking about the movie.
Oh,
the movie, it's like when everyone's dying, it's like.
And then when Spider-Man died, I was like, this is horrible.
I know, right?
Everyone died.
Yeah.
And I made the joke before I went and saw it. I was like, I feel like a lot of people are going to die in this movie. And I actually took my little guy, my 5-year-old, and we made a joke. I was like, oh, yeah, everybody's probably going to die in this movie. And at the end, he just looked at me and was like, what just happened?
You jinxed us.
Like, what was that?
I think Spider-Man dying in front of children is the most metal thing that could happen in film.
Yeah.
Because that's what I remember too.
Just beg for it.
Dude,
like,
beg.
He's the only one.
So good. I was like, oh God, don't kill me.
Adults were crying. But then when I think about, kids watch this.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm like.
Everyone is dead.
Oh,
or at least faded away or whatever until
she give out Kleenex at the end.
And then
of
the last thing I want to say is the little situation at the end after the credits. I didn't know what it was at first. I was like,
Marvel.
Yeah, but then afterwards I went and looked up. I was like, oh, it's Captain Marvel.
It's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And big ups to Gamora, who may really be dead, or might have her soul trapped in the stone. We shall see how it goes.
I would love to see how we're gonna proceed here.
Because it's interesting on both accounts for Guardians of the Galaxies. If she's dead, then I'm very curious to see how their movies move forward and how they deal with that as a team. And most likely her sister Nebula could take her place on the team and it'd be a very different dynamic for the future films.
Have you been listening to James Gunn on Twitter?
No.
Because he's kind of said that, he said basically that she's not dead. She should be coming back.
Because they showed her soul in a way in the stone in the girl version when, he's talking at the end of the movie. So, I can see how they could flip that. They'd be like, oh no, she's not dead. But once again,
as much as I like
Nebula probably going to die for her because she can't come back without a soul for a soul. So I'm thinking, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
Probably.
That's the sucky part.
But let's get into this, man. So,
right.
I just wanted to get the latest still view on because we didn't do Infinity War with her. We had our other light skin in the building. So, yeah, man. The light skin feeling. Helping Joe. So, man. So, Dear white people, man, like this thing came out. I know the people last time they heard us, man, we said we was gonna jump into probably Jessica Jones, and then I looked at, I gave J.Steel a message, I gave Marty a message, and I just was just not in the mood for Jessica Jones. It's like it got to a point where it don't feel quite retro, but it don't feel quite like new. It just feel like
It's just kind of there. It's not time yet.
Yeah, I'll come back. I mean, we'd have did it when it dropped. That'd have been time.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit.
It's not so old that it feels like retro. Like, you know what I mean? Like how you can do a retro podcast and it just feels like I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, fuck her friend. What's her name?
Oh, fuck that.
What's her
I want to
name?
call her Bridget, but that's
No,
not her
man,
name.
what's her
Fuck
name?
Bridget.
Hellcat,
That's not her
man.
name.
What's Hellcat?
Trish.
Fuck Trish.
Oh, I was like,
Trish.
I was like, I was automatically thinking, I was like, shit, is it somebody else we're fucking this time? No, just Trish. Yes, definitely. Always, forever,
nothing else.
Tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that.
That is our Jessica Jones review. Fuck Trish.
That's the whole review.
That's the whole review.
I love it. I love it. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're absolutely fucking welcome. So before we get into Dear White People Season 2, episode 1, and it's gonna be a very interesting episode. Discussion because you said you're on episode 8, right?
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know what the rules were. I didn't know we had rules. I didn't know how you guys were gonna do this. But let me tell you something. It was really easy to go to 8. Let me tell you something. It is.
The first season. I mean, it took me a minute. I took a little break, but like once I was on the roll, I was like, "This is amazing."
I was gonna sit this on the shelf and just wait. I was like, you know what? I don't wanna plow through this. I'm just gonna wait. He was like, yeah, you wanna review it? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, all right, I'll watch one. Man, it was like a damn M&M.
Oh god,
it's like some Pringles. You look down at the can and you're like, how the hell did I get down to the bottom? And that's where I'm at right now. I've got like 5 chips left. So
this is how we gonna do it. So today we're gonna talk about Dear White People the movie, Dear White People Season 1, and Dear White People Season 2, Volume 2, Episode 1. Then next episode, next review gonna be 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're gonna do 3 and 1.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Because you're so far now.
You are.
We might as well eat some shit.
Let me tell you something. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me now.
So let me tell you something. We're gonna do 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7.
In the morning.
We're gonna do 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're gonna do 8 and 9 together, and we're gonna just let 10 be by itself. Because we may have a lot to say for 10, given the fact that the way season 1's last episode ended was powerful. Because one thing I love about this show, and I guess it's me saying initial thoughts on the property on itself, is I like how every episode has a linear story going forward, but it's getting pushed forward through different lenses and point of view.
I love that.
Because like unlike Atlanta, which is like super non-linear with just a touch of forward progression storyline wise as a whole of what's going on in their lives.
Right.
This thing, every episode pushes forward the narrative, but the narrator is gonna come with their own stuff, and then you find so much
their own viewpoint.
You find out so much about that character that you never would have thought about. Like I love the movie, but season 1 of the series opened those characters up so much, man.
Yeah.
They really got to breathe in the television, well, the show.
Right. Having just watched the movie, it's funny to watch Tessa Thompson's version of Sam versus what's old girl's name, man?
Logan. The actress' name is Logan. I can't think of her last name.
So Logan, I'm not gonna get the thing. What's her name?
Something or another.
Yeah.
But what's fun is they both play this character with the same spirit but differently. But the spirit is still there because since I just saw the movie, I was able to compare them, and I'm looking like, oh, okay, it's like, and I found out that I have a crush on that character.
Right.
Because you know what I mean? I'm watching the show, and your girl Logan is gorgeous. She's beautiful. You know what I mean? She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she
but
is.
it's like I'm just like, damn, I love me some Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking at the movie, I'm like, I'm in love with Sam.
With the character.
That's what it is.
I love
It's like
Sam.
Whatever skin you put in.
Whatever skin, right? You know what I mean? Your girl Tiana Paris could come from the movie and decide to play her on the show, and I'll just be like, look, as Tiana Paris played Coco in the movie, and you just watched her on freaking Chirac.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
she was in the movie.
Yeah,
Damn it! Yeah, I'm like, cause you know what? I couldn't remember I couldn't clock my first time seeing her, man. But it's like ever since she's always been on my radar. She's like, but she's in fucking everything.
She gets it up.
She's in Empire.
She's in Empire now.
Well, not now, but I can't.
But
I don't want
to. She's been
came
in
and left out.
Okay,
yeah.
fine, because I haven't seen Empire since, like I always
great.
tell you.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Really
she's really awesome.
And she's
I'm loving
amazing.
her now.
No, the first time we saw her was
she's
in
in
White People.
Survivor's Remorse too. This show.
Yeah, I heard about that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I saw her in Chirac, I didn't even realize at the time that I saw her in Dear White People. So I've been watching Chirac and just being taken aback by like her presence and her swag and that. I'm like, man, this movie has problems, but I love her. But I love her.
That's what you walk out saying. Yeah,
I love her. I had to learn her
Yeah.
name after Chirac.
Right.
So then when I'm looking at her IMDb and they said, it says she was in Dear White People. And I'm like, wait.
I'm like, what?
What?
You sure?
Oh!
Right.
Good job. Good fucking job. But I love Sam. What's some of y'all favorite characters? I know J.Steel, you come from a different place because you saw the show then the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Definitely Sam. I also love Lionel.
Lionel.
Yeah. Definitely Sam. Lionel. I'm trying to think of who else is my favorite.
That's another one whose spirit from actor to actor carried over.
Oh yeah,
well.
that was the same character.
Mhm.
Like even though the movie, just like Sam had a different actor, like same character, same sort of vibe and energy, like for sure.
He kept that going. I'm a big fan of Troy, and I'm glad they kept that
Yeah.
actor. Troy and
Me
Reggie translated beautifully over into the television realm. And the fact that the whole squad, like the light skinned cat, I forget his name, and old girl, that's old girl best friend, Joe.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was in the movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Joe was in the movie. She
Yeah.
said she just didn't
the
say
same
much, and
girl.
she's like, whenever they
there.
whenever they show the
I
squad
didn't
of
know.
all the black people,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
there. She has a couple of lines, but once again, the show made her Sam's
gave her a
best
bigger
friend,
role, right.
gave her a bigger role, stretched her out,
Oh,
and I'm like, man, it gave these actors some great shit to work with, man.
Right.
I haven't gone back and watched the movie since I, really dove deep into the
You
show.
should. It's
so.
very interesting because
Yeah?
I did it that way too. I did all of season 1 and then I just saw the movie and I was like,
Oh,
okay. It kind of shows you where, like y'all said, where everything comes from. Just kind of like a little shell of this world and everything that happens. It's cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And one thing that transfers over from the movie to season 1, season 2,
What was that?
there's always someone that we gotta fuck. Fuck Gabe. I don't fuck with Gabe.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
like
Gabe.
Fuck the white boy.
But
Gabe.
wait. Gabe
Why?
was way
Whoa.
better in
Whoa.
the show than in the
He's
movie.
much better in the
See,
show.
Gabe in the movie.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a
Gabe
lot
in the
more.
movie
Oh, God.
was a little. How do I describe him? Like if Cotton Candy was a person that cried, I hated him.
Oh wow.
He was so.
I don't. You know what? I don't have a fresh.
I think he was
Good.
No,
I don't have that
Oh,
version
God,
of him
he
in my
was
head.
awful.
Good.
The show version of him in my
well,
head.
good. Keep that
Good.
version.
And I'm because
that version in the show is annoying too.
At
but
times.
he's kind of, he's got the hair and he's kind of swaggy a little
Fair
bit.
enough. So
But
you
the
guys
one in the
have-
movie
Till he
is
shaves
a
his
little
beard.
bitch, and I
Right.
wanted somebody to punch him in his little bitch face.
Whoa,
he was so
wow.
Yeah.
annoying.
I hated
movie
him. Gabe sucked. I'm glad they.
Ugh.
And what's hilarious is they must have known that movie Gabe sucked because that actor's not doing anything else right now.
You're not invited back to set.
You
Right,
can
now,
never come
like,
back.
because when you see who got replaced, okay, Coco, Tiana Paris, Tiana Paris. Your boy from Everybody Hates Chris. He was already
Yeah,
his own
he's
right.
already on, right.
Who else? Tessa Thompson with Sam. So the people that were taken out really were movie stars, so they went to go do movies.
Right.
You feel me? So when I look at Gabe, that little white boy doing nothing from the movie, they just knew no.
Right.
They just knew no.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Okay. Well,
Now apparently Gabe must have some redemption because Lamarty over here like, man, I like Gabe.
I don't remember Gabe from the movie. I can't defend him
Exactly.
really, only because he didn't make an impression for me to remember.
Exactly.
And I have
Garbage work.
such a. I like the Gabe on the show, so I mean that's the only thing I have to fight for. So he's fresh in the forefront of my.
Well, you better fight for him because he has an upward struggle with me like Gambi when we were reviewing that Lightning for y'all. Don't like him.
I mean, I don't like him either.
Don't like him.
Even. Well, yeah, you know what he doesn't. He shows his face a little bit in this season. Still, even in the bits and pieces you've seen of him so far.
Fuck him.
Still
in
fuck him.
season 2, I hate him. Season 1, I could deal with.
We're only on episode 1,
Oh.
season 2, so we can't
Yeah.
say in season 2 we'd hate
Right.
him. It's just so
So
far.
far.
Fuck him.
Okay.
He dunked
Okay.
at the end of season 1 being on some bitch ass shit.
And he's not even like.
And then
I don't know.
And then in this episode 1, volume 2, he in this thing like, well, Sam, hey, we didn't talk since the last time we talked.
He just went.
It's like, yeah, because you dumped her. And I'm glad Sam said, did we have a need to?
Right.
Burn! Walk away, Gabe. Eat your face. I've been flirting with Miss Jamila.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
You kind of moved on.
Nigga, you a cliche. You just that nigga.
That's kind of what it's
you probably take African studies classes and you care about racism and you want a black girl. Fuck you, Gabe. Not rocking with you.
You be in the African American literature section in Barnes and Noble.
Just standing in the section.
Standing in the section with one
Waiting
book.
there.
Holding the miseducation of the Negro.
Holding Soldier Slim's the coldest winter for
with your little African
Soldier Slim. I said Sister Soldier.
Sister, see how I say when
did
did Soldier Slim make this book? You said Soldier Slim.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Early.
Marty's on a high flight.
High flight.
He's on a high flight.
Just so you know. The Reviewing That Podcast is a pod-friendly podcast.
Yes, it is.
Any slip-ups, fuck-ups, laughs, or anything else involved like what just happened to me in forgetting my thought, will have to be considered in all listening. Thank you. But anyway, man. Definitely, dude. Definitely. Like, the movie, though. The
movie.
What do you remember about the movie?
What I remember about the movie.
One thing I do love is the director from the movie gets to also call the shots in the show.
So dope.
You get to feel that get carried over. Justin Simeon.
Yeah, I remember. Was it James Tyler Williams? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, but I don't know who that is.
Tyler James Williams or
James Tyler Williams.
James Tyler Williams. Okay. Yeah, I remember him from the movie. I remember Tessa Thompson.
Wait, who does he play?
He played Lionel in the movie.
Oh,
that's what we said because he had top
Yeah.
billing, so it had to be him. He was the biggest star in there. But keep on.
And then
because that's the movie that really put Tessa on, if you think about it, right?
It is.
It was one of the first times I remember seeing her. I want to say I remember seeing her in.
I'd seen her in something else.
Was it when she in that Tyler Perry movie, like For Colored Girls? Like when she in that? Oh, you didn't see that? Okay.
Oh my God!
I intentionally did not watch that movie.
Good for you.
That is one of the most
no, it's totally fine.
Depressing plays and movies.
Yeah, I know the play was sad, but then the
I don't really like watching the play.
I'm straight on watching it.
The only thing that's good about For Colored Girls play is usually the acting. Because usually they get these phenomenal female actors to... I've never seen a bad acting version of For Colored Girls. I usually see women kill it. But I always leave the play depressed.
Right.
Depressed. And the movie was depressing. My bad.
Even worse.
It was even worse.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to say I remember seeing her in that first. But yeah, she made an impression there too. Honestly, to be honest, I kind of fought against like Tessa Thompson. I can't remember what she did, and I was just like, oh man, I don't know if I see it for you anymore. I can't remember. Yeah, it was one thing she did. It was one thing, and then after that, I was like, why is it that I don't like her again? Because like after that, she kept just knocking everything out. I saw it out of the park. Like everything I saw, and I loved it. And I was just like, but I had an issue with you for some reason, and I can't remember. You. Like, what happened that day? I don't remember why we got to this place.
So
but
anyway, pull up her IMDb. Let's see what you got up in
she was on Veronica Mars.
Cold Case.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Homes. Initiation Sarah. She did a lot of TV. Make It Happen. Human Contract. Life.
She was in Mississippi Damned.
Damn Mental. So she was getting in private practice. She was in Heroes. I watched Heroes.
I watched Heroes too.
I don't remember her from Heroes.
2000. That was probably the later. No, chapter 8.
3 Rivers.
I remember.
Everyday Black Man and Bluebell, Exquisite Corpse. For Colored Girls, you're absolutely right. For Colored Girls, she got that before Dear White People, so you're absolutely right.
Okay.
She has a nice fucking resume.
Bomb-ass resume.
Oh my God. 666 Pokemon Cool with Dear White People came here. So she was, like you said, Colored Girls happened for before Dear White People. I feel like Dear White People like launched her.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I think so.
Made you pay attention.
She was in Selma.
Yeah, that's when it started. Okay, so Selma, Creed, which I love. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
So which one of these movies did you hate her in though?
I'm trying to find it. I don't know.
All these movies, I just remember her like beasting. I know she's on Westworld. All right.
Yeah, she's actually she's one of the positive things about that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I made it up in my head. I don't know.
You obviously did. It's okay.
Clearly I did, man. Clearly I saw her at some point in life, and I was like, listen, you can have my heart and soul. And she said no. So
you felt some type of way.
I felt some type of way, and I just...
But you're better now.
I'm better now, yeah. I'm over it. I'm grown. Yeah, she's won me over again.
Yeah,
it's great.
Good.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's awesome.
Here we are.
So here we are, and something very interesting about her that I'm not going to bring up on this episode. But anyway,
all right.
Which remember I said that.
Okay.
What I was about to say. So like, yeah, she was a standout in the movie. I think she's had a really great young cast when I'm thinking about the movie, and I liked how everything rolled out because it's a very quippy style. The movie, the television show. Some people, sometimes self-focused. Sometimes you get that feeling of, do people really talk like this? But I love the way they speak. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I love the dialogue. I love it's like because I'm a Tarantino fan, and one thing I love about Tarantino flicks is just the interesting conversation.
Very interesting conversation.
And this is interesting black conversation from intellectuals, and it captures the time so well, and it's not just the same old. So the movie already had that, and it definitely got brought to the show. And in watching the movie, man, like we got Lionel dealing with, like, all these people are dealing with their issues in complex ways. You know what I mean? We got Troy, he's trying to live up to his dad's stuff, but like when you see him, you think he's just this stereotypical, whatever. I don't know, the black guy, the Oreo guy. Maybe you want to go that way. I don't know, but then you see, he got a bunch of shit going on. Like, you know what I mean? He wants to write jokes. He smoke his weed. He's very woke on that black shit. He's not all the way a bad guy because he didn't try to look out for old girl when he falsely loses the house. All kind of shit is very complex about him. When you look at Lionel, he would say, I used to get fucked over by black people the most because I was so different and such. But I get around these white people, I'm getting bullied, and the whole issues with I'm gay and I'm black and I'm alternative is almost like some conversation we were having earlier about, the weird black people, where they fit, etc. You know what I mean? Like they had all these colors. We have Coco, played by China Paris, who, man, dog, she hate blackness, or she hates something about where she came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she still was woke and had layers, though. You know what I mean? Like, even in the show, they carry that on where you think Coco is just this black girl that want to be white, but it's not that simple.
Yeah, some bougie chick, but she's literally trying to run from the shit that she saw every day, which is so interesting.
And she's still not trying to, and in a way, Coco character tries to redefine blackness more so than run from it. Because initially, you would feel that, she don't want to be black. But no, in the show from season 1 and even the movie, there's times where you can see, her problem isn't with being black. Now, she does have an issue with her skin color. Mm-hmm. She has a colorism thing going in her head. Yeah. But even still, it's when like in the movie, like when, was this a TV show or the movie? I think it's the TV show when the little black, it's season 1, the little black boy get killed. And she feels that. You know what I mean? When there was that flashback
that was
episode.
Season 1.
With the flashback episode when she was when they showed how her and Sam used to be friends. Yeah. And that's so funny. We put it on the backdrop and seen the movie again, imagining like, wait, her and Sam used to be friends, and the way they deal with each other in the film, adding that layer. Right. But like, she cares about like the quote unquote Trayvon Martins of the world and stuff. There's different things that she ain't gonna like budge on. She's just her own version of it. And it's a timely show. It was a timely film, and I'm glad that it's continuing. Right. Definitely.
So what were y'all guys'?
We ain't speak on Reggie yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was
Reggie, because I'm sitting up here wondering. I'm like, wait, I'm trying to think about what character we forgetting. Right.
Reggie extremely became my nigga, because he's problematic at times. Yeah. He be tripping at times for over Sam, like his issue.
Oh yeah, no, nigga. He's head over heels though.
I mean, past it, because in the movie he got kind of scary, like knocking on the door, like come out.
Right. He was intense. I'm like,
you gonna do this rally? It's like, wait, Reg. Right. But that episode with I think it was episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's
from season 1. Bruh, that episode actually brought tears to my eyes in real life. I cried when that episode hit. So I remember watching that episode. I was by myself and I just was fucked up. I was like, shit. Right. Yeah. Everybody's been there. From that point on, I like, man, Reggie, you my brother. You might fuck up sometime, but I got your back, bruh. You my nigga, bruh.
That's kind of, yeah.
You my nigga, Reggie, bruh.
Right. I echo those sentiments. Yeah. He's, I wanted to say, he's one of my favorite characters on the show. And I don't know. I'm actually surprised that I don't see him in more. I feel like I've seen him like once or twice outside of this, but I don't see him very often. You know what I mean?
Okay, lady.
I
outside.
definitely recognized his face when I saw the show. I was like, where do I know this guy from?
Yeah, and you should have said to yourself, "Oh, Dear White People movie," because I ain't seen him in shit else.
Oh, for real?
We gonna look up his
I saw him in
IMDb
like
right
one.
now.
It's something.
Because he's really good.
He's only.
He is. He's
it's like one of
amazing.
two things where he pops up, but yeah, it's.
But yeah, that episode, with him basically almost getting shot. Yeah, that was crazy.
It was very,
really
it
crazy.
was very intense, and that was the thing that stuck with me from season 1. Like I just basically did like sort of a very shitty 2-minute recap. If I could say so myself.
But keep going, my nigga. Keep going.
Oh yeah. Okay. We pulled it up.
I didn't want to cut your thought off before. All right.
Well,
So like he was in Seventh Heaven. He started.
Okay.
Wow. He was in Seventh Heaven. So this is his real name. Reggie's real name is. Wait a minute. Where'd he go?
Do you have a name?
Wait, his face was still. Oh, they put this pop up, dumbass pop up. Mark Richardson.
With a Q.
With the Q.
With the Q.
So Mark Richardson started in Seventh Heaven, the Bernie Mac Show. Unfabulous.
He was on Unfabulous.
ER, Lincoln Heights. Of course, you was in Lincoln Heights. Started White, My Alibi. That's funny people having these resumes before you know them. I should know better. He was in Community.
He was in Community, okay.
NCIS, of course. Everybody has to stand on
Blind Side, A Voice.
A Real Black Girl in the middle, all the wrong notes. Bunch of shit I've never heard of. Too shit, Browse, bunch of shit I've never heard of. Wiener Dog Nationals, Anger Management TV series. I saw the movie, The Hustle series. Boy, True Blood.
What?
True Blood. Kenneth. There we go.
That's where I knew his face from.
That's what it is.
Come on, bring me up to speed. What did he do at True Blood?
Kenneth was. I want to. Okay. 2013. Kenneth was in the season where they were like hunting vampires. That season where like the True Blood had run out, and I want to say that's the season he was in. But he was he was in like a hate group.
Okay.
He was in like a hate group that was like going around. Are y'all familiar with the characters at all?
Yeah. I watched up until the last episode, the last season.
Let's see.
I just didn't see the last season.
No, my bad. I made that up. He's a werewolf.
What season was he in?
He was in when did those werewolves? He's in like the Louisiana, the Shreveport one. So that's season maybe 3 is when he showed up.
I do not remember him.
No. 3 or 4. It was like 3 or 4 seasons. 3 or 4.
Well, we gonna have a mighty hearty laugh whenever we get to reviewing that True Blood.
Yeah, we will. We sure will. We made that shit up.
Yeah,
but yeah. He's a part of the wolf pack. Like Alcide was like his pack master for a little bit.
I haven't heard that name in a while, Alcide.
Yeah, and then they kicked him out. But
so True Blood is probably the most recognizable thing on his list.
Guys, he was in Jingle Dead too. Oh my god.
He was what? What is that? Where are we looking?
That's a short.
I have no clue what the fuck that is. I'm not making
he was in the
fun.
Newsroom, which was a very highly regarded TV series.
Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it, but it won Emmys and it was only had like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Like 2 or 3 seasons, quick in and out. Rosewood TV show, never seen it.
Watch that.
Stepsisters.
I mean, you got 44 credits.
Yeah. So he showed up in True Blood.
No,
that's what it was.
Mark.
Yeah,
but I like him. I like Reggie.
Yeah.
All that to just see what the fuck.
I like him a lot. Yeah. Why didn't Troy Fairbanks show up in Alive? Y'all seen him in anything besides Dear White
He's
People?
good. No,
I've never.
No,
man. I'm just like
He was on an episode of Insecure.
Was he?
What? Really?
Molly tried to date him. Yep. Really? Yep. He popped up on. I think
that was when she was running through her dating thing or whatever.
Oh.
And he was one of those guys she met from that exclusive
service that she was waiting to get into. Right. Yeah.
And she went on 2 dates with him. And the second one, he got turned off. I remember because she was saying something
about, I think
one of them turned the other one off. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right,
I don't remember that being him, but I remember that.
I don't remember it being him either.
He was in one episode of Insecure, but hey, I guess we're on the IMDb trail, people.
Yeah, let's go down this rabbit hole.
So he's been on a lot of shit. He has 24 credits. Well, okay, guy. I mean, we're in the same ballpark.
All right, fella.
Okay, so Mission
Impossible
Uncredited
3.
don't count. Sons of Anarchy, never watched it. NCIS, we all
I don't
have
remember
NCIS for some reason.
Flash forward, I watched that failed TV
Revenge,
show.
Switch That Bird, if I heard of it. 2 Broke Girls, I never watched it, but was pretty big. Hollywood Heights, never watched it. Family Tools. Then he was in Dear White People. He got kind of early because he started in No, he put in some time. Bro, black actors put in all kind of time before we get known, dog. Shit. Love That Girl, Ascension. I never saw it. CSI, Aquarius. He's been a lot of shit nigga don't watch. Tap Shoes and Violins, Satisfaction, Insecure.
Two episodes. Right. Okay. Dr. Michael Pete.
Yep. He's about to be in a show called Jerusalem, though. So get your money in Jerusalem, dude.
Jackson Cole.
And so what is your name? Brandon P. Bell.
Okay, Brandon Bell.
Yeah.
Brandon Bell. B-Dub. So, yeah. So, and before we get to this episode, anything else about the movie? Season 1?
You kind of hit most of it. I do enjoy the new format of, because all I had was the movie at first, and, which I really enjoyed. I think shout out to Arrogant Observer, who I think was the one who put me onto it, and I loved it.
And then, Arrogant Observer, you're welcome to come through whenever you feel. If you're,
he'll definitely want to.
If you're watching like we're watching, come through.
Review that damn deal with
Don't spoil shit. God damn it! Anytime y'all talk about Empire, How to Get Away with Murder, I gotta skip like 3 minutes on the button and shit. As soon as they say the words,
I gotta keep that in mind.
Going forward, y'all forcing me to have to catch back up with. I'm glad Scandal's over, so now when y'all talk about Scandal, y'all don't even talk about it anymore. Good job.
Yeah,
but How to Get Away with Murder, Empire, gotta get caught back up on, because being a fan of Your 30 means you're gonna get spoiled.
Just a bit.
I got it.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
This is tiny spoilers.
Okay.
But. What was I saying? Season 1. Season 1.
You said you was thinking that we were gonna observe it for something for.
For put me onto the movie, because the movie was really all I had, and then I didn't really understand how it was gonna work as a TV show. But then when I kind of understood the format of we're gonna follow this character through an episode, and we're gonna follow this character through an episode, and we're gonna kind of jump back and forth, and once that started to unfold in front of me like that, it made sense. I loved it. I was on board with it, and I was like, oh wow, it's sort of breathing new life into the movie, and it's sort of expanding it in ways that, like, it also had been a while since I had seen the movie. Like, keep in mind also, I've only seen the movie once, and I still haven't seen it yet since.
Watch it again.
I've definitely got to now. Is it still on Netflix?
I don't know. I just did my means of how I get things.
I think it is.
It was at one point. I would have. It would make sense if why not?
It should be just for the mere fact that you have your. But no,
it was on there at some point.
But my nigga, but Netflix will fuck with you and be like, oh, you want to see the movie? Or whoever make the movie will fuck with you, be like, well, you got to go buy that bitch since you want to see it now. Higher commodity. But I'll look that up right now while you're running. Keep going.
But so I love the format. I didn't really feel the need to go back and rewatch season 1. I mean, it did have a potent impression on me, especially that season. That episode 5 that you spoke of. I mean, I was in the same exact position.
The movie is not on that.
Not on there anymore.
Of course, it's not, because season 2 just dropped.
They want to get their money off that movie.
And they want to streamline you into this show. It's we don't want you to watch the movie. Yeah, but I get it. It only would enhance the experience, but whatever. It
only would help me completely enjoy the show.
That's all. That's all. Just make me maybe want to watch it more. I don't know. It's all about streams, is it not? I don't know. But whatever, guys. You guys know what you're doing. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's why you can't pay Monique her money. Anyway. Right. So I remembered the highlights of season 1. So saw a shitty, like I was saying earlier, I saw a shitty 2-minute recap, which wasn't even really a recap, but it did kind of hit. Awful. Jeez. Awful. But I kind of watched a couple episodes, just kind of skimmed through a couple things. It still plays great.
Yeah.
But actually, this episode. For me, the first episode really felt like a primer. Like I felt like I was disconnected even still watching that first episode, and then I just kind of went into the second one. What I realized rewatching it today was that I was multitasking a lot. Like I missed a lot of stuff, and when I was paying attention to the screen today, I was like, oh shit, I don't even remember these moments. I must have had like a lot of tabs and stuff open too. Like I mean, really going at it, right? Like other stuff going, right? But
that means he was masturbating, guys.
Yeah, well,
that's slang. All the tabs,
slang.
I metaphorical.
Metaphorical tabs. But I had to take my 2-minute breaks. So listen, But yeah, no. So I actually paid attention to it this time around. Actually, from episode 2 though on, my attention was completely on, and that's all I wanted to do was like ingest more. It was like I can't have just one episode.
You talking about volume 2?
That's how it was with season 1.
Really?
Like,
I agree.
Stop. Like it's so good.
For some reason though, this season was just so, I don't know, man. I like the
See,
first season
further.
laid the first season laid so much groundwork that they expand upon. Like they don't really forget a lot of stuff there. They like we pick up on a few things, and a lot of the stuff that I remembered kind of gets re-brought up again and kind of sort of readdressed in a different way almost. So but yeah, I'll just leave it there.
And I'm just gonna say this:
it's really easy to binge. This
I need you to keep a very straight face when we make your predictions, man.
Please,
you're the only one that
don't
can't
look
make
at
any.
us. Just go stand in the corner.
I did not know we were gonna do it this way. I'm so sorry, but it was so hard.
So much.
It was so hard to not.
J.Steel, any initial thoughts on season 1 or this first episode that we about to get into?
Season 1 or first episode. Let's see. I loved getting the backstory on Coco and Sam's relationship. I also love seeing them kind of, sort of come together towards the end. That was nice. And you can tell that there's still some tension there. Coco is still definitely Coco, and Sam is always going to be Sam. But I like that there's layers to their relationship. And I could kind of relate to it because I kind of sort of had a situation like that with a friend of mine. So on a personal level, I felt that. And then I also felt Sam with some of the things that she deals with and all that kind of stuff. I related to it. And, this is funny. I directly related to her situation. I can't even remember his name now. Gabe. Yeah, him. Mm-hmm. I have an ex that is exactly like Gabe. So it was funny to me because... in the movie, how that Gabe was exactly how my ex was. So I felt the pain. Like, my skin literally started to, like, melt off of my body because I was like, oh, God, this is just awful. But, yeah.
See, when you said melt, I thought it was going to be a good thing. You said my skin melted. Like, oh, okay.
No, I turned to dust.
So
no.
It means like the Wiz.
But it also made me think about how, with somebody like Sam's character, having the strong personality that she does, somebody like Gabe, he just didn't, I don't know, something about them just doesn't work for me.
Bitch boy.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. She's so strong and she's so powerful and she's such a force. It's like, girl, what do you see in him? And not even because he's white at all. That's not it at all. But it's just like, bro.
I mean, that's what she see in him. She got a white daddy. So, it's an interesting, complex thing when you talk about, like, mixed kids and where they fall and the identity search and all that. And, like, even when we talk about how, oftentimes, like with the Donald Glove thing earlier about how they feel like if you're not with a black woman, that means you're not as black, you're not pro-black. When a lot of times in history, the mixed kids be the most blackest of us all, doing all this shit. You know what I mean?
That's not true. You can date anybody of any ethnicity and still
be black,
be rooted in who the fuck you are. That doesn't change who the fuck you are and how you experience life. You're not them.
Right?
You just love them.
You're just not black anymore, right?
But like,
niggas say you're not black anymore, so all of a sudden you have gained white privilege because you're fucking white privilege. No, I'm sorry, dog.
It doesn't work like
how
that.
do we all sign up for that?
Right, so all I gotta do is get a white girl and to get the pudding pop.
All you
gotta do is
not the pudding pop.
Put the pudding pop and put a white girl. Then I ain't gotta worry about that.
The pudding pop got drugs in
it.
We didn't know that the pudding pop had drugs in it. We didn't know.
You feel me?
We know now.
Hey, we always knew. They knew. They been keeping secrets. But anyway, yeah.
They've been keeping secrets.
They do. They will protect their own, dog. They got a lot of perverted shit that go down in Hollywood that's been normalized to certain people in Hollywood, and they will protect their fucking own, dog. Even when Adam Burrs first brought up the Bill Cosby shit, he brought it up like, oh, y'all didn't know this? This is like known in my circles. So there's all kind of like known shit in their circles that we don't get privy to for years.
That's crazy.
How come so many people say no comment when shit come up because they've been new? Right. Like, you talking about R. Kelly's sex cult? You go to a lot of people. There's this article where they asked like 20 or 30 different former collaborators with R. Kelly to have some kind of comment on it. Nobody would comment.
Because they knew what was up.
No comment. Like Chance, like people like up until recently was like they could not get comments from these people about how they feel about R. Kelly. Trippy shit. So, but so like it's a very in her position, she's fighting for identity. She pro black as fuck. She black as fuck, but she got this white boy, and every now and then she has this this magnetism at times with Reggie that she don't know how to fucking reconcile
And
fully.
I like them. I feel like we said before, Reggie in the movie, he was kind of intense, but I feel like in the show, because there's so much more time and space,
calmed him down a bit.
He calmed down a lot, and you get to see
still
different
rough around
dimensions of him.
Yeah, I still feel like he's rough around those edges, but like, yeah, he's definitely been softened up a bit.
It's not as much as I'm gonna knock on your door
And just stay here and bang on a door.
Yeah, you had some hotel properties in you in the movie, dog. The movie, you had some hotel properties, dog. You thought you was gonna own her like property, dog. You got, I know you love her and shit, but dog, calm down, son.
Right.
I love the character Joe. She got a lot more shine in the show. Like
did.
they really grew her character. The best friend, Sam's friend.
Right. Okay.
The one who also likes Reggie, dates Reggie or fucks Reggie or something going on with her.
She
Reggie.
wants to fuck Reggie.
Yeah, she wants him bad.
Yeah, she wants him so
Yeah,
bad, which is so complex.
In and all
and I
around
like
her.
that too. I like all of the complexities within their situations and their relationships. And I honestly would love to see Sam and Reggie. But
I want to see Sam and Troy.
Happen. I don't like Sam and Troy.
I want to see Sam and Troy come back around.
That's a yeah. I like Troy.
I like Troy too, but I don't like them together.
I don't
know if I like them together either.
I want to because I like them as rivals for one. I told you that before.
That has to be love or hate.
I like
I prefer
Troy,
the hate.
but I want to see that. I want to see if that could come back around. And this is, and you know, in shows like this, everybody at the end of the day gonna wind up probably dating and fucking everybody.
Yeah.
But like,
man, I wish you guys would catch up.
We're not there. That's what you get.
Stop it.
And guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to piss you off even more.
It's not about that. It's not even about that. But
I'm about to make a prediction.
No.
Okay.
Marty, no, I'm not gonna.
I think. Who's the dude? Who's the little motherfucker that's trolling?
The Twitter dude.
Old Ivy,
whatever.
Right.
If it's not Gabe, it is someone black, and I hope it's not Reggie because it feels like it could be Reggie.
They keep throwing little visual
that makes you feel like it's Reggie. I don't think it's a white guy. It makes me go.
They keep doing that shit.
So I'm gonna look you in your face. He didn't flinch. He kept it together. So you can do spoilers with this guy. Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Because he didn't make it
face.
one way or the other. It wasn't right. Y'all niggas is wrong or y'all niggas is right. He kept it there.
Well, I just found out who it is. So yeah. That's like where I'm at right now, I literally just found out.
Episode 8 we find out. At least you know that much.
Yeah.
We know that much.
Well, by 8 you know. Yeah, by the at the end of 7 you find out who it is.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I appreciate your poker face.
Oh, thank you. I've been working on it.
Okay. So,
but yeah, no, y'all. This is gonna be fun.
So let's get to the episode proper. Nowadays, anybody's been listening to us on any of these reviewing that podcast, even before we do reviewing that lightning, we'll do it when we're doing the movies. Oh, pause. I've got a movie pass, sir.
Oh yeah, you got it.
He does.
Cool. All right. So we're reviewing movies. What we reviewing next?
What you want to see? Any stupid shit you name? That's what I told her. I was like, you better get a movie pass.
I know. I'm getting
anything
one.
that you name.
I said I'm gonna sign my lady up this summer because she's not going to summer school. So
we just gonna watch that shit and come back and review it. So y'all, aside from reviewing these shows, you gonna get a whole bunch of random material. Us just reviewing dumb shit. I mean, I'm down anything. Because you know what people would say is great in the black community, but nowhere else? Acrimony. So I've been waiting to hate watch this film.
Is that playing anywhere? Let's see.
Let's hate watch Acrimony.
Let's definitely
you gotta catch up, J.Steel. You gotta come aboard.
Definitely do that. How do we see? Can I? Oh yeah, I should probably search it.
Hate watch.
So yes, people. Yes.
Yeah,
people.
got it.
It still exists.
West Bank and
God.
Elmwood.
Oh my God! So it's
only at night.
Wow.
Only at night. So I'm letting you know in advance, in between, we're gonna be reviewing films, and I guess we're gonna hate watch Acrimony. I'm gonna hate myself for nominating this.
And if there's anything else stupid y'all want us to go see, just be like, hey, go see this stupid ass movie and tell us.
Where?
What you think.
Where did they send that to?
Oh, reviewing that.
Reviewing that lightning at Gmail until I make a review on that.
Yeah,
I'm about to,
there we go.
and y'all motherfuckers better not steal it out there in internet world. I gotta go make a review on that. I'm make a straight review on that at Gmail email account tonight. But right now, send any of your shit to reviewing that lightning, and we'll take requests no matter what it is. And who said it? Somebody said this to me recently that we should take just general requests. Period. Mastermind D-Max said, look, so y'all should just take any request. Like if somebody just sends in an email and say, go watch Ghostbusters 1 or go watch.
That would be fun.
Go watch, whatever the hell. I'm trying to think of something bad, but Ghostbusters 1 wasn't bad. But
Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Pluto Nash. Let's go watch Pluto Nash.
Soul Plane, But yeah, we'll watch it. If you request it, we will watch it. But we will tell you in advance if we're going to shit on it. Because you heard times when we shit on things.
Nigel, we know you're listening.
Big ups.
Big ups.
So without further ado, if you want to watch with us, we'll give you the heads up. I'm about to press play in the next 5 seconds.
It's happening.
And 5, I pushed play, so it's about to load up. The Netflix screen is up. If you want to watch with us as we commentate on this live.
We're going to commentate.
Oh, yay.
So, initial thoughts on this episode while it comes on. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
I enjoyed it the second time around. The first time around, it felt like I didn't really get... I needed a primer. I needed to go back and watch more.
Yeah.
Because we just jump right into this, and it's like,
yeah,
we're back into it. And the last thing, the most prominent thing I remember about Reggie right here is that thing that happened in episode 5. So to see him sort of back in the normal flow of things, it's like it kind of threw me off a bit. It's like, oh well, maybe I'm still holding on to that, and they've gone so far ahead that I can't, I just need a little bit more time to catch up.
Yeah, man. Well, I can't. We paused just now for you, so if you're just in case you're watching with us. But the last thing I remember about Reggie wasn't episode 5. For me, it was because remember.
Oh yeah, he
used episode 5 to get the pussy.
That's what I was gonna say. He hooked up with your girl. Yeah.
I remember this triangle where whack ass Gabe because that's what made him jump her because he couldn't get over that black dick. Black dick fucked his brain up. Like you got black dick though. I can't go after black dick. I just can't.
You were right, Gabe. Sorry.
So unfortunate, Gabe.
So I'm saying, I remember, things are odd between him and Sam. So it was to me weird to see them sitting next to each other like that. Because if I remember right, him and Sam weren't in the right place necessarily.
No, they weren't.
And he had decided to go kick it with her friend Joe. Because remember, they watched the movies together at the end of, I think if I remember right, the end of the season 1. Him and Sam weren't beefing, but it's weird. If I remember right.
It was some line was being crossed there to some extent.
But one thing I do like is their press and play again as they pull out on all these characters and get you reestablished with them, reacquainted with them in Armstrong Parker.
You're wondering where all these damn white faces are coming from. Was I the only one tripping?
No. I was wondering what the fuck happened because at the very end of the last season, that was the whole thing about they were trying to fucking integrate Armstrong Parker. So I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck happened?
They did it.
Oh my god. So yeah.
One thing I'm going to laugh at though is the fact that I didn't catch all the white people the first time.
Really?
It was some straight down to Glover things happening in the background.
Wow.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, I want to say one thing first. One thing, I love the fact that when you introduce get us reintegrated into the world and they pan out this shot and they show all these different versions, all these different layers of blackness. I love that because we go from Sam, then we see Reggie, then we see Joe, then we see that prim and proper guy because they all arguing over once again a very relevant argument that happens on social network about salt or sugar.
About do you put salt and butter or sugar in your grits?
And that's gone.
Was that a real debate?
That is a real debate.
All over. See my nigga Marty, we keep him up on shit.
Yeah, because I'm old.
Yeah. So that was a social media debate for a while, and once again, Justin Simon, keeping it relevant, he made that the talk on here, and we seeing all the different versions of black discuss that, and then this one guy it's granulated whatever the fuck. Now we have to have our time out.
Yeah, come on, man. Where
all right,
you guys? Come on, man. What you putting in your grits?
I'm gonna say it just like this: if you put sugar in your grits, you're a serial killer. Okay. You need to be locked up somewhere.
Salt.
Fuck you.
Salt.
Thank you.
Boom.
Salt and butter. Lots of butter.
Yes.
If I'm feeling a little bougie, different types of cheese.
Okay.
Melted cheese.
Fair enough.
Some bacon. Maybe some sugar.
So,
but we're not putting anything sugary in our grits. We're not doing that.
I need y'all to go to youtube.com/GumboMonster504. And they got this movie that we did maybe in 2012. It's called Details. In Details, I play a serial killer.
Yes, he does.
And I don't eat grits on there, but I'm letting you know I put sugar in my grits, motherfuckers. So if that makes me a serial killer, I guess it's been in the body, in the bones. I'm going to kill you. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your sugar, because it's going in my grits.
We don't need to be worried about Skynet. We need to be worried about Mr. Bass.
People that put sugar in their grits.
I love it.
God.
We have to stop
That's
them.
how I ate grits growing up. That's how I ate oatmeal growing up.
Really?
I love sugar in my grits and my oatmeal.
I could see oatmeal.
Totally.
Grits though.
Yes. It's good. It's great.
No.
And now granted, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Never tried it before.
Never tried it.
I have no
Never tried it.
interest.
No, so neither of you tried it.
I'm not doing it. No.
Oh,
see?
okay.
I'm
all right, that's different. All right, fair
you
enough.
guys are just over there being.
I'll try it. I'll try
nope,
it.
I'm close-minded.
I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to eat the
You
rest
being
of it.
breakfastist.
I would give it a little.
You're being breakfast right now.
I'll give it a spoonful.
You breakfast. You're some breakfast.
I'll give it a
spoonful.
spoonful.
Give it a shot because it's not all bad. It's not bad.
Spoonful.
It's good. So yeah, we totally did press pause on our debate about that. We have 2 salts, we have 1 sugar. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
have you guys ever put? Now here's the thing: the niggas show me they do a lot in. I think it's on the West Coast. Forget they put seasoning salt on their fruit, like
yes, that
mangoes.
is a thing. It's actually really good.
No, fuck that. I put light salt on my watermelon. That's old school.
It's actually good.
No,
my dad used to. I remember my dad used to cut green apples and put salt on them.
Nope.
And I would ask for a bite because I'm like, oh, that's so dope. You carved that with your hand, which is a bare knife. You ain't use no peeler or nothing. That shit is dope. Can I have a bite? He's like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna have a bite. And you bite into that shit and it's like salt and shit on it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell, man?
It works though with like pineapple and stuff. Yeah, they do that on the West Coast, and they have a place specifically. They sell milkshakes, but they also sell the fruit in a cup, and they put like this. It's a Mexican seasoning on it.
Nope.
Starts with a T. I don't know how to
I
pronounce
say old people put me on salt on watermelon, so I throw a little light salt on there sometimes. That's not all bad.
Just a little. It's
like,
tried
no. These pictures of the nigga was showing me, they put gangs of motherfucking seasoning salt on this mango and these pineapples. I saw all this orange and red salt, and I'm like, that's nasty looking. That's not making the fruit look delectable. And you know how your dad put you on that salty apple? That's how my grandpa put me on 2 things and made me not like them forever. Cooked turtle and beer. Boom.
Oh.
Nigga. I said, Grandpa, I'm like 5 or something. I'm like, Grandpa, how does that taste? He drinking a beer. He said, you want to know how it tastes? Here, take a sip. And you know, old head gonna know as a kid, you're gonna think you're gonna kill yourself.
Oh,
so that's not no, that's nasty. She showed us keep that shit. So like, yeah, they made me never want to drink beer. And like, I remember some mystery too much salt. So like, and I remember this mystery dish once. He was like, "Close your eyes, young buck. Take a eat." And I'm like, "All right, you know."
Shit, was that turtle?
It was the most grossest thing I ever remember in my life. Never tasted since. Don't eat the turtles, Raphael. Let Raphael live.
Don't eat turtles.
But
the way you put put that up to your face, man.
I just saw it like dripping.
Yeah, did you like bite the head off or something?
Nah, man, it was cut up raw. Nah, man, it was cut up like meat, man. So it was almost like eating like a liver or some. Nah, man, it was like eating like it was cut up like not chicken. More like steak or something, like a browner thing. And I don't remember it fully. I just remember that's kind of texture was like it was like you know, you had gator before. It was weird. I just remember it being nasty. I couldn't
do the gator, man.
I just remember being nasty. But anyway, we sidebar, man. We got brought back in. They gave us the background on Armstrong Hall. And how they brought up how the original niggas back in the day were the Irish and the Italian.
Irish and Italian until they graduated into whiteness.
That was a great line.
I love the narrator on this show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it Giancarlo Esposito still?
Giancarlo Esposito? I didn't know he was the narrator the first time.
I think
that's amazing if it is.
I'm not sure. You might wanna look me up on that.
Yeah, it was amazing if it was.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope if he was.
I'll go look it up. But
How do y'all feel about these little openings? Because they do like one of these every episode. Well, I'm sorry, you guys just
we don't know.
We're on episode 1.
But they kind of did that in the first season where they get you
They did.
right.
I like that they we kind of caught up from what I was surprised. Like you said, Marty, we started right where we left off. Basically,
a couple of weeks. It was like a couple of weeks later, right?
And I also like that they kind of backtracked a little bit,
right?
Yeah, just enough.
And you're absolutely right. He is a narrator, Giancarlo Esposito. That's amazing. It's amazing. Now I have such another level of reverence for this.
I couldn't. I remembered it from first season, but then like I went 3 episodes in and could not place his voice until like episode 4. But yeah, I couldn't do it really either. And
it's so interesting to talk about how, you know what I mean, even the niggas get passed down the hall from, they made it cool from the ethnics of the whiteness before they graduated up there, and motherfucker hated on them from the jump, and they created this Hancock Hall, which is white, and this whole deal of this conspiracy to take, to, you know, integrate Armstrong Park and basically gentrify it, which is interesting. We haven't got to that part yet because we getting, you know, caught up on what happened with Troy, and Troy becoming, you know, rebellious against everything, because that character has been like a building powder keg since the movie of wanting to be his own man.
Yeah.
Troy Fairbanks, he don't like at times he's just trying to grow up. He's trying to be his deal. So he from his flip out and at the end of season 1, and I love this very little known shot about Martin Luther King Jr. before he died, or how he felt like his I Have a Dream speech was naive, because I love the deal of why do you want to integrate a burning house, a burning building, and that's what you can say in many ways happened in America, where like Martin Luther King was not necessarily saying, because people like to take that quote and say, see, Martin Luther King didn't even say we should have said segregated. No. He was basically saying, white people need to get their shit together, black people need to get our shit together, because there's this huge tear and this huge wound. And we need to separately get our shit together, then come together, and then we'd probably be better off for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because just throwing black people into the burning building of white people hating us and now making black people be around white people by law before they even learn any love, or even learn that there's racism isn't just hating because of color, but it's a systematic situation of, you know what I mean, the country working against the minorities, you know what I mean, and y'all, they got white people in 2018 that still don't understand what true racism is.
They don't understand that at all.
You dig? And that's part of not getting this burning building exhausted and, you know, the flames taken out. So I love that they threw this, like that old school video clip of Martin Luther King speaking on, because it begs the deal of, whenever white people in the media want to take a rebellious nigga down to size, they always want to be like, what would Martin Luther King do? And you're not being like Martin Luther King. And they bring up the I Have a Dream speech with these rosy-colored sunglasses as if y'all motherfuckers did not call this man a terrorist or kill him back in the day. You know what I mean? Y'all always go to that I Have a Dream speech that when you look at how nigga he denounced that. You know what I mean? Later on, not saying he didn't say it had no relevance, but it's not squeaky clean and as easy as y'all want to throw out. It almost make you feel like, damn, white people, if you can bring up I Have a Dream from the 1960s, you still having a 1960s mindset on racism in 2018. If you still think that's the way to freedom for everybody, just being nice to one another. It's not that deep. It's not that simple. So, you know, it's a bunch of colors. There's a bunch of colors in this show. And we start with Joe and Sam. Oh, we had to set the breakfast table.
Yeah, they kind of
because Sam's having a flashback about the grits.
Yeah, and she's very adorable as a kid. Yeah, I like this little flashback.
Flashback of her with her dad.
And it is the same actor, which is cool.
It is. Yeah, you see how they dark. Well, I wonder which one is the real one.
What you mean?
I think
because his hair looks oh, you think the old guy? Because this version of the hair looks really natural. Or is it me?
That is definitely the same actor. They just dyed that man's hair.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
and put a little gloss. You know,
look like they dyed it. Yeah,
they dyed his hair and they put a freaking effect on his face. You know, a little. I forget what it's called, where you can basically fuck with the lens and make a motherfucker look younger. Also, they have the money to actually do the real special effect. I'm talking about a trick. But they got the money to do that special effect to young him down. Or even use makeup. There's practical means to make older people look young. That's makeup.
That's definitely makeup.
It's really good makeup. And like you said,
she's adorable,
Yeah, so we get this image of baby Sam getting sugar grits from her daddy.
Oh, she got sugar? She likes sugar?
Yeah.
See, Sam is my girl, man.
That was in the beginning when she was sitting next to Joe. And
that's why I had to ask.
Who was like, I'm done with you. And I agree with her. I'd be done too. I'd be like, I'm done now.
Wait, quick question. Did I ask this? Which character do you identify with most?
No.
No, you didn't. I don't know. I need a second. Do you have somebody off the top of your head? I'm trying to think. I don't know.
You can mix with one other.
I can mix with one other. I don't know. I'm a little bit of. I don't know. I feel like Jesus. Damn.
I feel like Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like Jesus. I feel like Jesus. I don't know, all of them feel very problematic.
See, so people, I'm gonna ask them this again at the end of this episode.
Yeah,
you have one?
Cool.
Okay,
yeah,
I do. I have 3.
Oh God.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. All right. Here we go.
Never mind.
Things that happen to everybody kind of reminded me of things that I've actually been through. So with Sam, I could
pause right now just in case you're watching along with us. We'll continue.
Okay.
Right.
I relate to Sam, obviously, black woman, educated, and I feel like
light skin ass.
Yeah, I was trying not to say that, but I can identify with being a light skinned black woman, and I feel like a lot of times in the show we don't get a whole lot of it, but we get pieces of her getting shade, especially from Coco in the first season about, you trying to be Miss Wokey woke, but you half white, you this. I'm not half white, but as a light-skinned black person, there's been many times my whole life where there's certain things that people would tell me I couldn't relate to because I was light-skinned, and I'm like, that's not true. And then Troy, I can relate to slightly, just because I feel like Troy has his version of happiness and who he wants to be, and his parents' version of happiness and who they want him to be. And that's something that I've had to personally deal with in my life. And then Lionel, just because I can identify with being the kind of strange, different, quiet, you know. Always observing quietly in the corner, kind of freaking out a little bit.
Right.
That was me for a minute.
Yeah,
So whenever I see those types of characters, I'm like, okay.
So she set the stage, so I guess you get 3.
I get 3.
She just threw 3 out there.
I don't know if I need 3 because like what I've started to do in my head was sort of put myself in the place of other characters in moments that haven't happened yet.
Yeah, but this episode you have this more of this season to pull.
Yeah, so I'm trying to recall this episode, but I will agree with. I want to echo the same everything you said, every single word about Lionel. That's I agree with that, and I identify with just being an outsider.
I'm gonna bring this back up at the end of the season.
At the end of the season too. Okay, cool.
If any ideas have changed, since we're gonna know more about them by then. But
and I have Troy, but I'm going to put him on the back burner because I have Troy for a different reason that hasn't quite come up yet.
Okay.
So, Troy. And I'm trying to think of what else happens in this episode. Who else we have here? Reggie.
Season 1.
Reggie. Feel like Reggie. No, never mind. Because that didn't happen yet. Sorry, never mind.
Damn.
See,
I asked this question too early. God damn it!
Sorry,
I asked the question too early.
Don't. I'm sorry. Don't worry. No, just let's talk at the end of the episode.
Okay, so
it'll be back to me by then.
I probably would have said Reggie and Troy if I would have went from season 1 for myself.
Okay.
Personally, but just off of this first episode of season 2, made me backtrack everything about this character, and then seeing the movie again. I had to realize, oh shit, this is why I love this character so much. It's me, Sam. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Son, I've been in her position when we get to fighting these trolls on the internet like a motherfucking nigga. That is me, nigga.
Yeah.
Black Power trying to represent. Like I just look at it, I was like, dog, damn, I love this character. I love me. I love her. And so it's like, you know what I mean? I guess some, Reggie, Troy thing, whichever one on any given day. Because on one end, I think me and you can both say for Reggie, just being a black man in America, he is like Troy is that black man that has privileges because he got money. Lionel is that the quiet one that most times won't get fucked with because he seems harmless. But Reggie is that black man, and no matter what he's been seen, he gets seen as a threat to white America, to the system, to whatever. So like he's certain things I don't agree with that he does all the time, but being seen as the dark-skinned black threat in America, I can't help from whenever Reggie get in certain shit, I just be like, man, Reggie, I hope nothing happened to you, dog. Like, hope you don't fuck over you, son, because you already have, out of everybody, so much working against you. Like, Sam, you fight these internet people, but you're still a little pretty mixed, little black girl. Like, nigga ain't gonna run up and punch you or pull a gun out on you, necessarily. Like, Reggie, them people came for you, nigga, and it could not have ended well if it would have went a little left. As far as Troy goes, just the level of, man, from watching the movie in season 1 again of having them trying to be Mr. Everything for everybody, and trying to succeed at all things, and trying to be the best, and having the pressure of having to try to be the best. You know what I mean? I identify with that oftentimes just growing up and, being competitive, having ambition. And my issue isn't having to try to impress my family. Because one thing I say about my family, they always were supportive. They always like riding. But just the level of, when you see him trying to be Troy Bomber, trying to, he's Superman. For me, it's Batman, you dig? So those 3 characters that hit me. I love Lionel, though. He's like a little brother for me that I want to protect at all times. And I hope, things end up well for him because he's the purest. But yeah, anything else before we press play?
The African exchange student.
His character's growing.
I feel like him. I always feel like an observer. And commenting out loud as things happen, and that happens throughout the entire episode.
Is it Rashid?
Is that it?
That's it. This is the actor Jeremy Target.
Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Rashid is his name.
Rashid. All right.
Rashid.
Yeah. But I feel like him.
So as we get back into this, man, we have her have the flashback, and now she's where she in her spot.
Yeah, she's playing classical.
Really sad. Was it opera?
Yeah, I won't call it sad.
It was very melancholy.
But we jumping into her world out of her element, man. Before we jumped into her being dear white people, bang in your face. But now she seems to be in a rut.
Yeah, she's looking for something fresh.
It's Sam and Joe in the radio station.
Yeah, and Joe tries to offer up a couple of different ideas, and Sam bats them all down, done.
She brings up specifically something about dear white people, don't touch my hair. And Sam is like, girl,
we already did that. And that was one of the key jokes in season 1.
Yeah.
of the hair thing. I remember
being
that.
obsessed with touching the hair.
Yeah. And that happened for Lionel when he had hair in the
right. Yeah.
But she has a rut, and once again, I love this new way they're showing their version of Twitter or whatever. They have this.
Yeah.
Is it called Chillfish?
It's called something.
Oh yeah, what is it called?
I think it is.
We're about to get to it, but I want to pause it because I want to look at the different messages that pop up on the screen.
I haven't done this yet.
Yeah,
okay.
and one of them was, come on, let me do my thing. One is from the hugest troll, her enemy of the episode.
IVW.
Dear black people, tell me again how attending an elite Ivy League equals oppression, ? And he represents that white guy, you know what I mean? That will fuck with you.
That fucking guy.
And he will not let you go. And it's just one of those things, even when you look at what he's speaking on, it's like, you mean just because I'm in an Ivy League school, I'm not black no more? I won't face racism no more?
Right.
Dog, many times, though, the higher you go in a profession or in life means the more white people that you're now around means the more racism, even in micro and subtle ways that you have to deal with. So most times in the hood, you're around a bunch of niggas. So you ain't always like dealing with racism aside from police shit to the degree of when you get in these white spaces being the only black person or the exceptional in their minds black person, the one they accepted in. Nah, nigga, you got to deal with that shit. And then in these spaces, since you're so outnumbered, you don't even get that. You can't even fight with the same vigor that you would be able to fight with when you have other people there to fight with you. Because sometimes you'll bring up in those spaces, you'll bring up an issue and nobody gets it. And then you looking like the angry black person because you're the only one that understands, no, this is wrong. You feel me? So it's funny when white people have that issue of, oh man, no, you got money, nigga. You ain't got to do it. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
What's some other ones they have? Marissa L.
Thug Troy Fairbanks got out of jail because of daddy. That criminal vandalized school property, has no respect for Winchester.
Liz C.
Maybe the integration of AP will quell the violent racist culture there.
Oh, that reverse racism.
And
I hope it makes sense.
Nobody is racist, but apparently everybody's racist.
Right.
But none of the white people are ever racist.
And that's
because
just okay.
You bring up that word in white circles and they scatter like freaking cockroaches to lights or something. It's trippy. And you're racist for bringing up race is one of the newer defenses. It's like, wait, I don't see color. You're racist because you're bringing it up. And these black people bringing it up apparently all in AP only.
Such reverse psychology.
Toby M. All lives don't matter because of at Samantha W is one of them.
So that's just fucked up.
And Jamie M.
This one was funny. Grits replacing oatmeal with AP. White breakfast matters. So you've been white this whole time eating grits? That's a white thing?
I guess
I don't know if it's a white thing because I remember I had a debate with somebody that was from like either the East Coast or the West Coast, just not from the South. And they were acting like they knew what grits was.
Yeah, they don't really. It's very Southern. It's only now that it's starting to spread to other places.
Wonder,
but I felt like everybody in the South
grits,
eats
black
grits
and white,
regardless of race.
Yeah,
maybe that's other places.
Maybe
at least that was my experience.
Right, mine too.
But we all in New Orleans, so you know.
Right.
Yeah, maybe that's
And we have a different. There's a different kind of white person.
Yeah, they're very different.
Right. Yeah, our white people, not counting gentrifiers,
sometimes aren't white. They're just light.
They're like that dirty white.
Like, we may have the best white people. Sorry, everyone else. New Orleans might just have the best white people.
Yeah,
and they're not perfect, but they're just probably better than yours.
There you go. All right, there you go.
So what's the name of this? It's called
Chill.
It say Chufa.
Chufa.
We gonna cover. It's gonna pop up again. We'll get back to it. But
Chillfish.
But all IVW she's seeing is getting all kind of retweets and likes for his apparently revolutionary statement, and it's just adding to Sam's rut right now because he just got dumped. So the breakup is fresh.
Yeah.
And now it's just to deal with this this social media platform where she's being attacked because she is taking like Troy did the physical action, but her protest is taking the heat for not only the damaged property that Troy did, but for the fire that happened in a whole nother freaking spot.
Right, because they're calling it a riot.
The second time around, I noticed how they're trying to sort of maybe play a mystery game of just who might be this handler, this alt Ivy.
Yeah,
that's definitely.
I didn't catch that the first time around. So that was another thing I caught when I paid attention this time.
And pause, wait, please hold your thought. Please hold your thought.
Go for it.
I just want to say this cool shot of when they're going back into their building and they start with the freaking gentrified flip-flops and white feet. Letting you see all flip-flop and white feet in their AP. Like you showing you they're gentrifying our area as we walk through. But continue with your thought. What you're saying, my nigga.
I just also want to say to that point, I feel like I've been gentrified, or maybe spent too much time in Pensacola, because I own flip-flops. And I was always wondering why people made fun of me here. When I wore them, I was like, what are you doing, dude?
I mean, I stand by. You can wear flip-flops if you want, but you know what I mean? That's inherently more of a white culture deal for when you're an adult man. Because, you know, little boys be wearing flip-flops and shit.
Right.
But I remember when Jay-Z was first wearing flip-flops and how, like, so many machismo niggas in rap was trying to send shots at Jay-Z because he was being seen in flip-flops. And it was one of those weird things. Because it was funny enough, I grew up with old people, so my grandpa, he used to wear, flip-flops and socks and sandals and socks and shit. He was one of them old-ass men. So, I felt like I missed the boat on the fact that black men ain't supposed to wear flip-flops. I just personally just didn't because it wasn't my style. Yeah. But I didn't look as my nigga Mike 5, shouts out to you, he always wore them. So it's like one of those things where when it became this thing and then I heard more niggas and even black women, this nigga wear flip-flops. It brought to my attention, wait, we're not supposed to wear flip-flops? I didn't know.
That's what we're not supposed to do?
I didn't know. I just happened to not.
I'm gonna wear them in private, though.
Right, that's one of those things I always heard, but I never had a problem with it.
But you always heard it. I didn't even. I
heard it
felt.
from people. I used to be like, they got. And I'm like, wait, what's wrong with that?
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Black men don't show their feet or something.
So
this is weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it was new.
But it's definitely a white culture thing. And for them to visually show that as they're speaking about these motherfuckers gentrifying their space, all these feet. It just was an amazing shot. You know what I mean? But was that your original thought before I cut you off?
No. I was saying, just talking about that window shot, how they're playing the mystery game of who might it be. Like, it could be any of these people here.
Right,
maybe this person's going to have a speaking line or whatever. Oh, look at all these white women following Coco into the whatchamacallit. Oh, shit, could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, from that point on, my eye is just on who it could be.
You're saying. See, I felt like just off the dump, I felt like it was a mystery. But no, you're saying in this particular shot, they're showing that they're possibly showing.
It could be anybody. Yeah,
I didn't catch that the first time. I see because they are walking through and they're showing all the different characters. It's showing it's a twofold thing happening here. Right. They are showing us the point of look at all these white people gentrifying our space because they show the yoga and the black people talking about it. But it is showing all the many characters and their elements and such.
Yeah, and we'll get to this moment later. But they're all
except for Reggie though.
Except for Reggie. So they're all staring at him, though.
The white people.
Yeah, the white people. Like when they get to Lionel and my man Rashid, or what was his name here?
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't forget his name.
I always miss his name.
Yeah.
I always call him Chris.
Right.
I just call him Chris because you remember my nigga Chris Robinson. Shout out.
Fair enough.
That's Chris.
So
we're gonna be Chris till we find out his real name. I'll go on IMDb, but keep going.
But Lionel calls it out that people are staring at him, and it's like that's why I'm thinking, the white people. So that's why I'm thinking it could be any one of these people. Like maybe
his name is Al.
Al. Okay.
His name.
All right.
Exactly. I've never heard his name.
Did they say his name?
Jamar Michael.
They haven't said it
yet. His
yet.
name is Al.
They'll say it eventually, I think.
All right, and this was basically his big break because I go to his IMDb.
Oh wow!
This was his first shit. Go ahead, get your shit at Al. His real name is Jamar Michael. But continue, my nigga.
All right, but yeah, so they continue on through the new integrated. So now they're having yoga in the I guess
the cool white guy that's down with the black people had to even call out his fellow white folk.
I love him. He's like, "Do you know what you look like?"
Were you hanging out here beforehand? I'm like, do y'all remember him from season 1 specifically?
I don't
remember him. But one thing I will say, I haven't seen the movie again. Armstrong Parker, even since the movie, is just majority black.
Yeah, there's some white people, and that was the
in
movie
the background
where they showed that there are some white people.
A few white people were there.
Right.
But it's just majority black. The whites are the token is what I'm getting. Yeah. So it's not that out the box for, that white guy to have been there previously or whatnot, because when they were egging people in the movie with the gong thing, and I remember and they kicked out Lionel in the movie because he didn't live there.
Yeah.
They showed a scattered non-blacks.
Yeah, there were some white people
being scattered,
right,
being there, and so I think even the point here is there are way more than before. We had token, now we got actual cash money. You feel me? So I like that it's a mystery, and we get into this scene that confused me.
I was so confused. I was like, wait, okay, so it's
confused.
a scene with Sam and Gabe getting it the fuck
I was like, oh, so they're getting it back together again.
Right. I was so confused. I was like,
wait.
I was totally tricked, and nice bum, Sam.
Oh yeah, nice booty shot.
Didn't realize it until this moment. Then after this, I just couldn't do anything but stare at it.
It's a nice little booty, because oftentimes big booties get all the attention, but they got nice little booties matter.
They have very beautiful little booties.
You know what I mean? We've got a nice curve. You could get away with it. But
agreed.
But I knew, and then I knew something was wrong. Haha, perfect.
Yeah, we just jumped right
into her getting it in on the vibrator. But I knew something was wrong with his rose petals magically coming from the sky.
Right.
Oh yeah, I know. Like shit, this
dreaming.
is a dream.
Right, this is a dream.
But then for them to flip it, and she's not having a dream, she riding a vibrator.
They get caught.
Oh, this reminded me of Sense 8.
We have this funny scene of Joe walking in and they be like, girl, what is she doing? Because they sharing a room now, apparently, because she done broke up with, oh boy.
Right.
Have y'all ever
White
watched,
Jesus.
Have you ever watched Sense 8 on Netflix?
Nah.
No.
There's a scene where like the dildo falls on the floor, but it's like it's dripping wet. It's very graphic. It's very graphic, and it's rainbow colored.
Well, I'm glad you didn't go there, Justin Simeon.
I'm glad you didn't too. Bless your heart.
Cool poetic justice poster in the background of Joe with her poetic justice braids.
Shout out to
And
her.
they got him like in the perfect angle. It was nice. Shouts out.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just noticed that.
Me too.
I love
but I like this scene. Yeah, I like these two together, man. I'm really like. Once again, man, glad we got to expand upon that relationship, which I didn't even know existed.
It wasn't in the movie. No, it wasn't in the movie. Just that actor was there.
That she was there. I didn't. See that. I don't even remember her being there.
Yeah. So she. Yeah.
This is good. I'm happy for that. What are they talking about here? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I know she's talking about pre-baiting. Is pre-baiting a phrase, a term?
Pre-baiting is definitely a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
it
in
is
this
a thing.
case, she was basically telling her, are you pre-baiting? Pre-baiting is basically where you masturbate. So you don't make some fucked up ass decisions, or you allow yourself to have a clear head and get through situation with a very... with a person
if you're around problematic dick.
Right.
I gotta say that term.
Question.
Don't forget that part. That's the most important part.
Problematic dick.
If you're around problematic dick. That was hilarious to me.
Is that what you called it, though, before this moment? Is that what you
No,
referred
not
to it
at
as?
all.
No. Okay. You
But
had
when
like
she
another
said
term
it, but
for it.
as soon as she said it, I was like,
you knew exactly what she meant. Oh, that's what we're going to start calling it.
I heard
now.
something.
That in text
If it wasn't
messages and
pre-baiting, I heard something similar to that.
Yeah.
That term. It might have been pre-bait because when I heard it, it wasn't like, well, that's a new term.
I feel like this is a new. Okay, fair enough. You heard something like, okay, all right,
if it wasn't pre-baiting, it was because I feel like there's been previous movies that spoke on this topic of you got to jerk off first, man.
Yeah, beforehand, right.
So I feel like even American Pie or something like I feel like they've called it other things.
Yeah,
even if it wasn't that, I might just
just pre-baiting just felt like oh dang, it just feels like something that either
he may have created it, but
it felt like it could have gone either way, you know, like maybe this is a term that's been around and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm so old, I've never heard it before.
I feel like the term's been around, but at the same time, I could be projecting the fact that this is not a new concept,
right? Yeah,
onto the term.
Okay,
right.
You know what I mean? Because I just know the concept ain't new at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But usually it's guys that talk about this, so it's a very cool flip. I've never seen it between two women in film or on TV. I'm trying to think back. There's not usually a female conversation.
No.
Yeah, me either.
And I love when that happens on film and in TV when we get to see women being regular women.
Because it's so real, especially black women. Like, I feel like maybe you've seen shit like this with white women in some of their movies. Maybe you've seen some of these conversations or hints of them, but especially not for black women. Like, to see these normal ass conversations that happen for us every day. Like,
I'm standing by, like, it's the black creators that are doing this more so than the white creators in film. Because once again, I still see, for white women, if it's a white director, if it's a white female director, she hold white women down.
Right.
She do.
Yes,
you feel
absolutely.
me? But other than that, generally speaking, you don't get to see those raw and rough conversations between women.
True.
But if I look at Insecure, if I look at Atlanta, if I look at This Now, if I look at She's Gotta Have It, in these arenas with black creators nowadays, they are giving these spaces for black women to be actual women and not caricatures, stereotypes, or fantasies.
Right.
I'll give them that. You know what I mean? I'll say that. And
absolutely.
that's amazing between these two conversations. You know, she's still distraught about her breakup, and she wants a pre-bait because she knows she's about to see whack ass Gabe because he's a TA in her documentary class.
Right.
And she decides to go take a jog, and that's when we have that interesting bit of dialogue where Joe is like, you want to go jogging like white women?
Like white women for exposition.
And I'm like,
are you trying to shut me up?
And that was one of those moments, that was one of those cutesy moments that was, to me, rang as script versus people actually speaking like that. But once again, I like the style, so it didn't bother me. But when people throw sometimes people throw that problem at it when they critiquing the first season of how some of the way they speak is too. I can't even give the words to it, but I'm gonna say quippy. Quippy for the. I'm gonna use that for it. Or very like, you know what I mean? It's they use all these similes and metaphors. It's almost like what they used to say about Dawson's Creek of kids don't really talk like that. You feel me? Yeah. So, but I love it. I love the way they talk. I love when they do this. It's a TV show. It's hyper realism, so I ride with it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Also, so they take this jog, but it was still a setup for a joke of, yeah, nigga, I want you to shut up so we can go run. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Right.
So they jog and then end up getting chips because they tired and shit. And what's this character's name that run up on them while they sit down eating their chips? I love her.
Oh man, we spend time with her later on. I don't remember her name though.
Well, it's a chipper black girl that's
like a preppy black girl that had the puppy kidnapped.
Yeah, in season
got
1.
Dog napped.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
And the puppy's name was like Dreamsicle or some shit.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
and she's Sorbet.
Sorbet. That is her name.
No, that's
the dog.
No, that's the dog's name.
Her name is something stupid too, though. Is it
Muffy or
Muffy?
I think it is Muffy.
Muffy, maybe.
Guys, I was so. Yeah, Sorbet. Her name's gonna be Sorbet. Well, guess gonna be her name until we find out her real name.
Call her Sorbet.
She's Sorbet until I find out her real name.
All right, fair enough.
So Sorbet run up on him, and she got that energy. She running, and then Reggie walks by trying not to be seen.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, just keep my headphones on.
Dead in front of them.
And he like,
he's like, hey, what y'all doing? Oh, gotta run. Bye.
Yeah, no, he don't just stop. They call him. He's trying to walk.
Right.
And she feels like, you know, they still got beef Sam at least. And look, the name of this social media app is CHUFFAH. What the hell do you call that?
Chufa?
I have no clue.
Sounds like a dirty word.
Chufa. And this old IBW guy is like freaking bothering the hell out of Sam.
Right.
Because once again, that dude, he trolling her, he got her shook, and once again, she's in her rut from getting a breakup, and now she's being blamed for everything.
Yeah, so much going on. She got broken up with. She slept with a boy. A boy dumped her, and then Troy's tripping out.
Reggie got problems.
She's trying to fight for people's rights and make sure people, you know, all this bullshit stops. And then she gets fucking attacked by this fucking asshole online. So she's literally trying to figure out, what the fuck do I do? Do I respond? Like, how do I respond? What do I do? Yeah.
Joe is a very great friend. She listening. Then Lionel randomly walks by, and being the only woman in the room, would you fuck Lionel? Boom.
Yes.
She is just like, yep. Because they was like, Lionel would get it.
I mean, he could.
I mean, I get it.
He said, I get it. Lionel.
Quite, yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
But then Joe gets into this cool exposition on the color blue about, you know, I love when, once again, it's the Tarantino thing, it's the, you know, I love when dialogue teaches you shit, because that just seemed like some shit that Simeon knew. And he's like, I just want to throw his head, black people talking about some smart shit.
This little thing here.
Yeah,
psychology classes. Yeah, so she talks about how she's been speed reading for her, I forget what kind of psychology.
Evolutionary
psychology. And she
blue
talks
might
about,
not be real, and perception and consciousness, but then she dropped that bar. She said, we don't react to the world to things how they are. We react to things how we are.
Exactly.
And that was deep as shit, man.
And it's deep as fuck.
And,
that's right.
And she went on to say,
she went on to say how basically Sam has like this revelation where she's like, you know what? I'm gonna take my power back. I know what I'm gonna do now. She has sort of like a awakening moment.
I mean, because hell yeah, bro. Because
it's clapback time.
It's clapback time because, you know, strong people, you know, we gonna fall, but you ain't gonna stay down. And Joe basically like, bro, you know what I mean? All this is in your control. You know what I mean? You ain't got to keep on feeling like the victim. You ain't got to keep reacting to things. Yeah, that shit happened. How do you shape your narrative? Because you're always in control of your narrative.
Right.
You feel me? So it's time to set that shit. You dig? So then, you know, I love the little shot. You know what I mean? She realized she got to go to class. Joe like, man, go get that shit. And then, you know what I mean? She clapped back at old Ivy nigga finally. And then they do this slow motion little pan shot of, you know what I mean? Just her.
Yeah.
Looks like she just fired her first shot.
Hero shot.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, we up in here, dog. Look,
And she says, "Dear outdated racist, your death threats have a lot of typos." And then we get this imagery of she starts getting all these likes and retweets, and she's walking in slow motion like, "Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. I said that shit."
Yeah, man. and what's funny is, don't them trolls be having bobuku typos?
Oh, they always
debate with motherfuckers, and these niggas can't spell or write and shit.
Right.
But yeah, so she gets to class. Sam gets to class, and her, hippie ass documentary teacher see that she watching the documentary homework on her phone as she walk in, and that gives us more of a light into, dude, you ain't on top of your shit. Because even if you watch the movie, like, she was like a badass character, a badass student in this class. And one thing I want to throw out there is
she was the standout, right?
I need her to get that camera from the movie back.
Yeah.
Oh, that old
camera?
8mm Super 8.
Super 8. Yeah.
I mean, it just like the looking at the character from the film, like, she was the anarchist, she was a filmmaker,
right?
And like, she was a like they lean in the TV show more to the protest angle of her, the activist angle of her, but she was an activist, but she's an activist, but also she like. You always saw that camera in her hand.
That camera was definitely a staple for her. Like, it represented a lot. I dug that shit.
Wait, so pause.
Agreed.
I'm going to ask this of you. Does it come back in the future?
What's that?
Her camera.
Her camera?
Yeah.
No.
Does anything about her filmmaking side come back in the future?
What?
Damn. So that camera is just part of it. Just
that's unfortunate.
What kind of... The only real filmmaking that kind of happens is, I guess, what we kind of... I don't know if we hit it already. Have we talked about... Gabe's documentary.
Yeah, that starts later. That's coming this episode. I'm talking about racism.
A little bit later, right? Yeah. So
but that's Gabe's documentary.
Yeah, and we kind of touch on that a little bit later on, but that's the only filmmaking and nothing of her.
And I love that aspect of her being like a young, rebellious, fucking female black filmmaker, film student. Like, damn.
Now that you all mentioned that, I'm kind of sad that they didn't really hit that at all. But I mean, there's a couple episodes left, maybe. I don't think so, but
Well, she come into class and she walk right past Gabe talking to this new student. We found out an exchange student, Jamila.
Yeah,
and beautiful black skin. I love your dark skin girl, baby. It's popping.
And she's very beautiful girl. She's very confident, and she talks like this. And every time she said something, she used to be like, right? And that's how we talk, right?
Right.
And it's an hilarious setup when you watch it a second time.
Yes.
Because the first time you watch it, you don't catch the right at least I didn't catch the right as much. But after Sam called it, I watched this episode about 3 times. When Sam called it, every time I saw it again, it stung. Oh my God. My nigga.
And she doesn't do it.
Dude, she does it, bruh. And, Sam saw them talking. So as soon as this black girl come in here talking that shit, and they talk about this documentary about World War II, that, about whether,
it's propaganda.
Whether it's propaganda or absolute truth or not. And, Sam, she's just ready to just strike at the woman anyway. Because it's like, wait a minute. You look like you're getting my man.
Yeah.
Now you're in my class as the black girl with the natural hair. And you dark-skinned black. I'm that quote-unquote half-breed. They always fuck with me. You dark-skinned black coming this motherfucker taking my shot?
Can't have that.
Nah. I'm about to come at you. What you talking about, girl? You ride with this movie. Don't you know they even talk about niggas? They talk about all the stories. Like, she came in like, what is you talking about? Because at one point she's like, who are you, nigga? Who are you? She straight up asked her that. What?
Right.
Yeah, and she just took it in stride. Like, look, I'm here. I'm like not even phased. I'm like, I'm still having a great day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you.
Right.
But I'm popping.
And the teacher's so bucked up. He's like,
wow. Yeah, he's loving this. He's like, oh yeah.
Got me another one.
I could not wait to put her in her place. Bless your heart. Thank you.
Thank
you.
You
get A's.
You did what I've been wanting.
And you know what, Sam? Find us a documentary that doesn't have propaganda, and we're gonna have you 2 black women fight some more for all of our enjoyment.
I just love this.
It's great. It's great. Plus, you need some extra credit. Shade in public.
Yeah. Yeah, who the hell is that motherfucker? Y'all hear that? The guy in the background is just like,
Shade!
Oh,
yeah!
Shade.
I caught it the second time. I didn't hear him say it the first time. I caught it the second time.
It's like the black
Boondocks.
It's the
Oh, yeah. That's Boondocks do shit like that.
No, it reminds me of like those Adam Sandler movies back in the day. It used to be like, or I guess it was like more of the Rob Schneider movies. It used to be, that's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
That's a big bitch.
That's big bitch.
Yes. It's like shade. I feel like that happens again. I just gotta clock it. I don't know. We'll clock it next time as we go back through it.
And something I didn't know as we go into this next scene of them making fun of the housewives shit, featuring Alina Wade. She produced the movie.
I didn't know
She's
that
one of the producers on the movie.
Oh my god.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And that's something you would know because she wasn't on then.
I listened to a podcast that interviewed him talking about season 2, and he was saying that he would try to get her on for season 1, and then
Justin Simeon.
Yeah, when it hit, because he said they're best friends, like they're real cool or whatever. Yeah. So when season season 1 hit, she was like, "Yo, you gotta put me on the show. You gotta put me on the show." So he told her what the ideas were basically, and he just kind of brainstormed it. And he had to sort of explain to these two folks. I want to say they sounded. I could be wrong, but they both sounded white. But he's kind of explaining to them sort of like what this was, and kind of, and like we'll talk about the experience of like watching it in a mixed crowd and stuff like that. But they're sort of explaining what a Real Housewives type of
Love and hip-hop
show is, what the build of it is. You know what I mean? And it was pretty funny. But interesting. I didn't know that they were as cool as they were.
And I didn't know that she was one of the producers.
I didn't know that either. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's something new to me too. Yeah.
Right.
And once again, they took their shots. They took their shots at the reality TV era.
Like Hollywood coming back.
And it looks just like it.
It's a very love and hip hop ish type show. And it's so funny because Lena Waithe is, and then this little chick comes in, and they're basically fighting over a dude. But she starts going back and forth with her. And she's like, yeah, I got a man. I am not a lesbian. People keep saying I'm a lesbian. But she starts fighting with the girl. She's like, I'll lick strawberries off your ass.
I'll drink your bath water. Yeah. Don't make me grease your scalp.
Nigga said,
I'm rolling.
She didn't even say off your ass. She said off the small of your back.
Small of the back.
Off the small of your back.
Yes.
That's her threat at the other woman.
Oh, God.
That's the threats at the other woman. It's hilarious.
No, but before all of that, though, she's like, yeah, because he laid down this track. And I think I might have to have his baby like tonight.
Yes.
And then she comes in and has this fight with that girl, and all that exchange happens, and I'm just like,
her name is P. Nitty.
So
I am rolling on the floor laughing. I missed all of that the first time around, man.
And this is a callback to the show they had that was like scandal in the first season, Refraction.
Defamation.
Yeah, remember that defamation in the first season. So now we got this. So I hope they keep those going with
defamation and crap. The fake.
That was another slave movie.
No,
you were thinking about Insecure.
I'm thinking about Insecure, right? Thank you. You're right.
Where Regina
right.
Hall, came through and
that's what I'm thinking of. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
But you said there was like a fake Yolanda was on the season 1. I don't remember. I likely remember that. But defamation, I just remember that hard up. That was funny. They kick it back to on here when everybody used to be the black people used to all be watching defamation together, and now it's all these white people.
Got all these white faces laughing at us, coons.
Yeah, cooning on this show.
I love hip hop, and
different.
I love it because it shows that conflict of having shows.
Like I mean, Al said it. I'm so conflicted.
Yes, he literally says it exactly.
But your boy said that when he came from, this was the only image that they had of
Africa. The dude from Africa,
Rashid. Yeah, he said this is the only image that they had. So she was like, he was scared. Yeah, he told him he was scared to come to America. Right. Yeah, he was terrified. And he's like, "What? Were you afraid to be identified as black, or
well,
to
you're
meet
afraid
black
of
people?
black people?
Of black people?"
Or
he's like, "Both."
Yeah,
both of them.
To be identified being us. He's like both of them, and that is some deep shit because that is the truth. A lot of Africans come here and they have there's a stereotype of they be thinking that what they saw on TV is this lowest form of lazy, whacked out, not of them, even though we should be brothers and sisters and shit. And it's trippy that gets the true traction about us, man. There was this meme that was shared, and I chuckled at it at first until I saw my god sister, shouts out to you, Ruth, it was a meme where it was a bunch of black girls. They had all different hair color, like red, green, pink, all these different wigs. All right, and they said in the hood, if you get all the infinity wigs, you they treated the girls like their hair was infinity stones. Yeah, you collect them all and you rule the block to some stupid shit. Yeah. It made me chuckle. Oh, they said you get all the infinity thoughts. That's what it was. You get you in the hood. If you collect all the infinity thoughts, then you rule the hood. And there it is, right there. What does he say? To rule the hood as a thought, you must collect the infinity weaves. Even worse. So I chuckled for a second until my god sister, man, I realized she said something real. She was like, how come whenever white girls have these multicolored hair, they're just free spirits,
they're fun, but
hippies,
when we do it, we're ghetto, we're uneducated,
we're
thottish.
And it's like, that is true. Because somebody on my wall was like, well, they got that one with their tongue out. But fuck that, don't judge it because of tongue out.
And
but
so what?
Fuck all that. But even still, if you look at these women and you don't know. But it's messed up that the traction, that the ongoing stereotype is always prevailing in so many situations.
Right.
And, you know, once again, like you said, the boy Rashid was like, man, they basically watch a reality show like it's the news. You feel me? And that's deep. And then seeing all these white faces, because watching this shit, you be like, damn. Because even watching part one, watching the movie, when they have the dude that's keep on talking like he white, like he black, that was in the squad, that was in the white, that was with Pastiche. And and I was like, people like, man, like, white people are very entertained by us.
Right.
Just like, and it trips me out.
We're amusing to them.
We're so amusing. And sometimes it's in, you know, a good way, like, you know, in a respectable manner. And sometimes I'll be like, man, like, it really feel like the minstrel.
I about to say that minstrel shows, and then eventually them fucking doing blackface and shit. Like, yeah,
ooh,
man,
and the just the way how with such hardcore like hilarity, the intensity of their the guffaws at seeing this reality show, these black people fighting, being coons and shit. It hit. I don't know. It's just another things that hit. And one thing about this show, I will say, some things they do are very on the nose.
Right.
Like a bit of it's coming later in the episode. It's a bit on the nose, but I forgive them for it. I do. And bias be damned. So we got Reggie and Sam getting hit with another motherfucking troll job.
Yeah,
from these
so
people.
basically she's looking at, there's all these different tweets coming in from people, white people that are at AP, basically complaining. And this one says, me mugging and murmuring.
Her name is this white girl named Jessica Killing It. What's up, Jess? Jessica
that ain't my people. Me mugging and murmuring about how racist we are. Loving the warm reception at AP.
Really? And it'd be ironic that a lot of these white people's names on these
Jessica Killing It. Like,
it'd be these black colloquialisms that they use as their names to talk shit about us. It's weird.
It's twisted.
So like, you know, she gets retweeted by partner Joe, like, what the fuck? I saw him. And then another chick come. WC Girly. SMH thought integration was the point. What is their problem?
They're those people. What's their problem?
So Sam hollering at Reggie, and they keep being around each other. And Reggie tell him, man, you always taking the bait. And that's one of them times that made me look at Reggie like, Reggie.
Yeah, because that's very un-Reggie. Like, be like, you're always taking the bait. It was very, and that's why I was like, ooh.
But it can go multiple ways.
Right.
It can go, like my theory, it could be the Ivy motherfucker because, you know, it could be one of those early days. Because, like, even later on when Gabe documentary come and they talking about Ivy, they show an image of Reggie talking with Gabe and stuff. So I was like, I felt like it was one of those early ones that could have been that. Or it could have just been Reggie saying, man, you can't fight everybody, nigga. Like, everybody that come at you can't be taking the bait and going to debate, nigga.
See, now
the debate of debate.
Now that you mention it like that, it's like the framework. It could, damn, yeah. I guess it could be anybody at that point.
The Ivy person.
Yeah,
they open that door. Even when they show JoJo listen to their conversation.
Yeah, that's
she could be listening to
the right. Like
she could be listening to the conversation because she wants Reggie, but also because like what you just said.
Right.
It could be her. Like I like the game of Clue they doing because I feel like it's too easy if it's a white person for some reason. If it's an interesting white person, fine, I'll give it to him. But I'm trained as a viewer at this point to feel like it's
Mr.
not.
Called it. He's calling.
I am Mr. Called it of reviewing that podcast. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm calling it early. Somebody black. Most possibly, probably. And I hope they don't cop out and make it. What's your boy, Carl is his name?
Carl?
The white boy, man.
Pastiche guy?
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
Was it Mike or something like that?
Wyatt.
Wyatt?
So we all.
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
I thought it was Wyatt.
Maybe. That sounds about right.
Boy's name is not Wyatt.
It's not Wyatt. Definitely not Wyatt.
I think we're all wrong currently.
I'm definitely wrong.
But like, while I find that, y'all tell them, what's going on here with JoJo listening to
so JoJo
the chemistry of Sam and Reggie.
Right, because you know JoJo want that Reggie dick or whatever.
Or whatever.
Trying to get him back.
And then Troy walks into AP with a full beard and goatee. He just got released out of
Coco.
Oh yeah, he just got released out of university prison, and we get this shot of Coco being like, "Look at this nigga. I ain't worried about him."
"Quote unquote" university prison because it wasn't completely explained. It was literally.
I think that was just a term they used.
Yeah.
I think they put that man in a room.
But keep going.
But so he comes back and he's greeted by everybody. Welcome,
and welcome by everyone. And him and Lionel have a nice bro moment. I love their relationship.
I like that too. I really like that too.
Even in the movie, it started there, and the through line of it continued, and they have a nice nice bromance going on with them.
And I like that, black man all reformed and rebellious. Now Troy comes out of quote unquote university prison, he got his, like I said, his little beard growing out and his little hair is kind of rough.
He told Sam, look, I'm ready. I feel like a new man.
Right.
But that can mean a few things. Hopefully he's going in the right direction.
And then here comes Old Ivy. Dear AP residents, hide your breakables. Hearing they let the animal Troy Bama. Oh Lord.
Pause. The white boy I'm talking about name was Kurt. Kurt Fletcher was his name. Kurt Fletcher.
Kurt. What?
Hope they don't make Ivy. It'll be too easy. Don't make him Kurt. I haven't seen Kurt in season. Well, we only seen one episode.
Yeah,
but anyway, back to what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's just another tweet from
His name is Troy Bama.
So it's obviously somebody that's in AP.
Oh, I didn't get that because
God.
it's somebody that's in AP because how would they know that Troy's back?
Like as soon as he walked in, the
they
tweet was
they
like,
tweeted it. It's a black person. Hi, Mr. Clauden's still in the building. Good catch, J.Steel.
I just caught that.
Oh, because it was instantly. Yeah, you're not a pound. Look at how she's. she's ladies and gentlemen, you can't see it, but she was struggling with a pound, trying to pound her. It was like
that's the
it's
sign
like
of
old
distress
people
right there.
are like they try to give you the old school dap on top the other.
That's
that you
not
give
what you
No, it's just an instant pound. So you just give it straight to the straight to the fist.
Straight to the
Boom.
point, man. Yeah.
There you go. Straight
we ain't
to the
got time for a whole show or something.
Niggas don't be snapping after they dapping no more. You feel me?
No, we say that for the kids. We say that for the kids.
Yeah, just for the children because they like it. But yeah, that's a good catch.
I feel like Sam's face too. She's like, wait. I feel like her reaction too may be that, oh shit. Okay,
no, she don't.
Another tweet, but
I don't think at this moment that she's called as an AP person. She hasn't called it. Okay. Because she would have outed it. Look, she's even saying fresh white tears. So now we back in the room and she's ready to go in back and forth with Alt Ivy guy, and they really go in back and forth.
Race baiter.
And like I said before, this is the scene where it's her on this where I felt the most like I've been here fighting trolls, fighting racists, fighting homophobes, fighting misogynists, debate. What's up, Arrogant Observer? I see you in the trenches with me.
Yep.
You feel me? They got certain people that what's up, my nigga Paul? Like they got so many people that's been in the trenches with me, just fighting stupidity. And at times there's a specific time where you need to just let it the fuck go.
Oh, wait, did you also catch that Ivy, whatever, they have typos in this shit? Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, she called him out on it earlier.
Okay.
But you saying catch it in the future
I'm
if anybody
seeing
else who might have them? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying I just saw one.
Oh, like, yeah. I mean, they established it
yeah.
earlier. But I'm like, yeah, son. And it went back and forth. And it goes to also it also goes to what people say. Oftentimes, black people should not be exhausting ourselves, educating and fighting ignorant folk that have Google just like the rest of us.
Right.
If you really want to know the answers to some of these questions that you ignorantly ask, you can Google these answers instead of making us go through the stress and the bullshit trauma of not getting paid to research and school your ass. You feel me? There's a difference between when you have the time, when you have the patience, and when you really have the energy. Because I had a partner of mine, my nigga Paul, said, and he said he put up this post. He said straight up, I'm at work. I don't really have the energy to go back and forth with y'all. I'm saying what I'm saying. Fuck you. And white people still came at him and tried to pull out him and tried to get mad at him because he wouldn't sit up there and debate his point with them, even though he had already previously said, I don't have the energy for this shit all the time right now. I'm saying what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta fucking take it.
But motherfuckers thought they will pull you in as if it's your obligation. It is not my obligation to get you schooled on why you should see me as a human.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the fuck. But she's learning this the hard way. And don't we fall into this freaking, like, whole montage? Oh, before we get to the montage, her dad calls.
Yeah, her cute little white daddy calls, and he FaceTimes her on the computer. Obviously, he's like, "Hey, Sammy Cakes, or what do you call her?
Sandwich. Yeah.
Sandwich. How am I talking to you right now?
Oh yeah, I died in this one too.
So yeah,
man.
they have this cute little moment where, but it was interesting, where he calls her difficult because he basically picks up that she's irritating. He's like, "You're not arguing with the internet again, are you?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, I forget what the line is, but he says something about don't be difficult.
She says, why waste your time? Why waste your youth?
There we go.
Making things more difficult.
Yeah.
And then she pauses and has a black woman. She's like, "Nigga, you just call me difficult?"
Yeah. And it's like, no. Did you call? Wait, no. Yeah, no. That's the funny part. He was like, did you call me to tell me that I'm difficult?
Yeah,
he's like, no. I actually tried to text you. But
right.
Somehow we're FaceTiming.
He missed the entire vibe shit. Reading the room is something. Stick the pouring sugar in your grits, man. Because reading the room is something that you're not good at. You didn't know how to pour. Man. She was the grits. You were the sugar, and it didn't get poured into the bowl right.
It didn't work. It
did not work because he didn't even catch. Because it's so hilarious. Because one, we see Sam's point of view. You know what I mean? She's in the trenches of a hardcore debate. So already it's like, I'm doing something, Mom. Like, you're bothering me. I'm already like the child, like, you're bothering me right now. Please give me freedom. I don't want to talk right now. Then, you this white man calling me. You're still my dad, but this white man calling me.
Yeah, she can see she's conflicted. It's like, I've really kept felt bad for her dad, man.
Dude, I did. I really did, because he really just kept wanting to hit her up and say, hey,
how you doing,
I love you, baby.
I love you, kid.
But it was the wrong time. And then, once again, this white man just said she was difficult. That's a problematic thing of people, all of us, black men, white men, all of us, society, referring to black women speaking up for themselves, being difficult. And that was just the wrong verbiage. And he didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But
it still came across that way.
Yeah.
Especially in the context of everything that's happening.
He don't know the context,
He doesn't know.
He
doesn't know. It's not his fault.
It is not my dog's fault, but that's how conflicts happen so often. You hear me? And obviously, her dad ain't woke. He's earnest, but he doesn't feel like it.
Fair enough. All right.
I feel like her mama must have gave her that streak. You know what I mean? Her dad was just like the cool white man. Like, you know, he's probably a hippie back in the day.
Did we see her mom in the first season?
In the movie, we saw a picture of her. She's dark-skinned black lady in the movie. I don't remember.
But did we get mention of her in the first season?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. No.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
So once her dad pisses her off, that's when I believe. Now this Order of X, I was one Chufa, CHUFFAH, whatever. Now this Order of X is something that was curious to me because first viewing, I took it as alt-right, whoever must be following her on these things.
That's what I thought so too.
Second viewing, I took it as, okay, there's this mystery character, this mystery player, or this mystery organization or group that we're going to find out some shit about later is following her that's peeping her out or something. Don't know what's going on. Marty most likely does.
Oh, now that you mention it now, I think this probably, because this doesn't really come back into play, not to my memory at least, but I think this is probably the old Ivy person
following her,
and that's probably where like the dirt or the photo that comes up later on probably comes from being dug up from maybe one of these outlets somewhere, I imagine.
Okay, I got you, and I can make sense.
That's what I think. I only because at the point where I'm at, it hasn't really come up again. Like you never even really see that ever again.
Cool. Pause. I love this. Such a black girl reaction to when he or she calls her half-breed bitch.
And she said, "Oh yeah."
She got the vibe. She got the vibe of the head.
Man.
She started moving and so. Oh,
okay. About to be all night.
Then it's this crazy ass montage where she is like she spends her entire 24 hours or almost, they allude to 48 like
it looked like it was about 2
a day and a half at the very least.
Oh my god!
The
weekend. Like I think she says the weekend.
Yeah.
Arguing with this dude.
She hitting them Red Bulls. She got takeout.
I mean,
she's just going in. They got all kind of
white people were in your room and you didn't even know it.
Right.
Oh, girl took your clean shit and you didn't even know it. Shit was happening and you didn't even know it. And this was a very sobering moment for me because I've never been in this position, but I found myself losing hours of time debating with people online before. When I saw it go stretched out and shown to this degree, I had to look at myself like, damn, nigga.
Yeah.
This is life.
You
this
can
is
really
energy.
you could really get sucked into that shit, especially when, like you said, the debate is not about something trivial. It's about your fucking existence and your rights as a person. Like, that's fucking crazy. It's easy to get sucked into that shit.
Because people like to act like the internet isn't real when the internet is very real.
I mean,
like,
it's still real dialogue.
It's dialogue, and people go and teach their kids wrong shit. And that's what I often think, like, my nigga, like, you know what I mean? I don't, like, one thing I try not to do, I try not to go on another person's wall and try to dictate to them some shit. You gotta say, we have to have a certain relationship, and you gotta say, or you gotta say some super out the box shit for me to really come at you on your wall, because for the most part, I get annoyed when I ain't sent for none of you niggas and y'all coming on my wall trying to dictate how I should be thinking and talking, and then I'll be like, well, bitch, whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, you know what, if it's on your wall, I'll just keep scrolling, whatever. But, you know what I mean, it just comes to me to the degree of, it's just hard for me to let certain motherfuckers think that they be right on, and they don't have no logic base, or what they saying is like, nigga, you ain't even saying shit that's even fact based. I can find an article quick, or I can find a fact quick, faster, da-da-da-da. So I've been there getting sucked in. Right. So watching it, I was like, damn, we gotta do better. I gotta do better.
Is that what this looks like?
I love you, Sam. I'm with you, Sam.
No,
girl, I hear you, Sam. Whether you Tessa or Logan, I see you, baby.
Nice.
So then this guy hits her, Griffin Man.
And he says, have you seen what Gabe posts, which is bitch ass Gabe, her ex, is
be
doing?
pissed.
It's much more effective. So she starts going through his pictures.
Some white person just told her that another white nigga that happens to be her ex is doing what she do more effectively.
Standing up for her livelihood and the
Better
livelihood
than her.
of other black people more than her.
Better.
Fucked up.
Better than her.
Better than her.
More effectively. What was your reaction?
I was confused. I was like,
yeah,
wait,
me
what the
too.
fuck?
Like, who are you? Where are you coming
like, wait,
from?
what's going on? And
What-
then that's when
do you
I
have
thought,
any
I was
lines?
like, oh shit, what if, Ivy is Gabe? For me.
Oh,
Right.
fair enough.
That's when I had that moment. So then we get Gabe, who's kind of fat now.
Okay.
And doesn't have his cool hair.
Boy, she
Looks
gave
like
the
a-
hardest
Yeah,
eye roll
she did.
ever when he asked, am I racist? Am I racist?
Am I racist?
Am I racist? I had to wonder.
Just,
That's
I
the
better
question
said,
we all should ask.
am I racist?
No, he did say real shit.
He's the Gambia of this episode.
He's a Gambino series, but he did say real shit
You
about
don't even know.
the systematic. I'm glad you're a white man in the world that understands that racism is a systematic situation that only whites can benefit from. That's blacks can't be racist. I'm glad you get all that, and that you could be unknowingly contributing to racism,
Exactly.
making you a passive racist as a white person, even if you don't hate black people or mean to hold us down. That's a very nuanced part of the conversation of racism that many black people miss, and double the triple even more white people miss when you speak on racism. And I'm glad that as a white person, he's saying that, and that's put in this show. Great, Gabe. I still don't like you. You're still a bitch, man.
Yeah.
And I feel a little bit like Sam Love. I think you try to get this girl attention because all of a sudden you missed a pro-black man.
Yeah, it's
I
very
felt that way, too.
exploitative.
You
for
feel me?
sure.
But what fucked me up was Reggie being in the video.
Right, when Reggie popped up in the video,
Yeah, that-
like, and what does he say?
He was like, "Hi, I'm."
He just
I'm
said his
Reggie."
name and then she
Yeah.
cuts it off before we get to see what he starts talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they-
that tripped me out seeing those two together.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's a very interesting dynamic, especially since Gabe basically wanted
That's
to-
how you know you a bitch.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You gonna interview the nigga that fucked your girl and made you break up with her?
Mm-hmm. He trying to get her attention.
Gave you a hoe.
Gabe is a hoe. Sorry, white hoe.
Well, the cool thing about this is we get to see everybody's point of view, or somewhat. So, yeah.
I guess there must be a really great Gabe episode coming up that
there's
Marty
no
can't
fucking
wait for.
Gabe. No, I don't think they even get. You know what? Gabe didn't get his own episode.
Oh, because he got one last season.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Okay, maybe
pretty
it's to
cool,
come
too.
then. You know what? Well, maybe it's to come. I take that back. It hasn't come yet, but maybe.
Yeah, so Sam shows Joe that she's won, but have you really is what Joe's trying to get her to say, like, did you win here?
Did you remember that? She was like, girl, you ain't taking a bath in 2 days. You didn't get a shower in 2 days. You stink.
Right.
That's what I was thinking, yo.
She got the girl some
When I saw you,
flip-flops.
girl.
And the flip-flop callback was hilarious because Joe earlier told him when she called her masturbating that she
Everybody
should just...
does it in the shower.
And she like...
I'm barefoot in
like-
there.
Right.
So Joe, being the cool partner that she is, got that girl some flip-flops to go
Cool
take a
thing.
shower.
Yeah.
And go take your shower, girl.
That's your
And
own.
watch your feet. That's nasty. To be in a public shower regularly with no barefoot. I'm sorry.
Right.
So she's back in class, and her and her new arch nemesis, Sam and her new arch nemesis have had a debate about
Propaganda.
documentaries, being propaganda, and the teacher gave Sam the assignment to go and find a documentary that wasn't considered propaganda,
Right.
and of course she, has been
Of
slipping
course she
because she
didn't
spent
do
her
it.
whole weekend
Going back and forth
Back
with
and forth,
this
yeah.
asshole on the internet.
Right. So basically, she Googles it real quickly, and nothing comes back. And, she has the old school, like, has that ever worked for anybody? Man, this thing is tripping.
It's just not working right. It's going so slow.
I don't know what's wrong
Yeah,
with
she
it.
started
Let me
with,
check my notes.
let me go to my notes.
But did y'all hear the person in the background say, shouldn't you already know this stuff?
I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
one.
somebody
I
in the
didn't catch
background
it. Oh,
says,
beautiful,
should
beautiful.
you already have it?
Oh, man.
Or something
Beautiful.
like that, yeah.
That's great.
Like, whoever it is who says, like, shade, it's the same
Yeah, I
voice.
didn't catch that.
Oh,
Okay.
man. Like, whoever's in this class with them is, like the funniest thing in the
And
world.
I had to laugh at Jamela, I think that's her name or whatever. She was ready. She turned around. Oh yeah, I'm ready to
she's
hear.
like, Which one is it?
What you coming with?
got
She
for
was
me?
ready, son. And I felt
she
so
ate it up
bad.
when she didn't have nothing.
Oh, I felt
Right.
so bad for Sam. I was like, Sam, you was out there doing the good Lord's work and you were doing your
Yeah.
homework.
Right.
A little more
Lord.
time, darling.
And
Just
then
a
when
little more
and
time.
ask them to eat that in front of everybody, you got to walk by this girl still up in your ex-boyfriend's face.
Right.
But she was a real nigga. And she asked, because that's one thing I noticed watching it the second time. When she makes a decision not to, and she says it later when she talks to her one-on-one. when no girl asks, and no girl's being totally rude and not really trying to listen to Sam, Jamela, like whatever. But she makes the point at the end of this conversation where she breaks down the other side of just siding with any documentary at face value. There's the stories that aren't told. But girl asked her, why didn't you just say all this shit to me in front of everybody there? And she's like, I didn't want to give them the satisfaction. It's too tropey to see two black women. They only two black women.
Right,
yeah,
right.
And I didn't realize that. At first I thought that was bullshit the first time I saw it. But the second time I was like, you know what? She made the decision. Because if you go back, it's like she's about to say something. And then the teacher like, what? And she's like, nah, don't worry about it. And she just took her lick. So then I realized now, like, oh, she really did make that decision to not go back and forth and not make it a freaking event of seeing that
was very Sam of her. Like, I would definitely say on the second view, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, you weren't just trying to, it wasn't some kind of tactic or ploy. Like, you really took a moment to say, yo, black chick, we don't need to be going back and forth like this in this white-ass space. Like, we the only two in here holding it down. Like, yeah.
And, some of it's still so. I ain't going to say it's that simple of, she's just so
Oh,
mature.
no, it definitely has layers to it. Because when they stepped in the hallway, she still was kind of like, look, bitch. I still don't like you, but... And we need to not do this here.
And she did walk up. She did walk up on her while she was talking to Gabe.
Right.
She could have called her like, they ain't that far. She could have been like, hey, let me holler at you. You know what I mean? She had to wait till we talking to Gabe again. And then didn't give Gabe no attention. And then Gabe, like I said, walked up and said the goofy shit I was on earlier. Hey, sir, Sam, we didn't talk since last time we talked.
She clearly, dude, doesn't want to talk to you, man. You just go jump off a bridge. She don't want to talk to you, man.
Like now though, like go jump up a bridge now,
please.
Go away.
Right now.
Why you still here?
Why you still here?
What are you waiting?
We don't even need you for the rest of the
volume.
volume.
You need directions. Okay, so you go right down this hallway.
Right.
Make a left. There you go. That's it right there. Make a right. There you go. Boom.
Even Jamela had to see him. Am I in the middle of some shit when they walked away?
Yeah, she's like, oh damn, is
like,
Gabe trash?
Gabe, why would you walk up on her saying there was a look? She did give this Gabe trash.
Gabe trash?
Or were y'all fucking? Are you fucking? I'm confused. But I'm still on the level of my nigga. Why you gonna walk up when these two women talking and say that? Like, could you wait till they stop having a conversation?
Right.
And then you been like, hey,
he was being a white man.
Yep.
He was being
desperate.
He's been a white man.
And desperate.
My point is what's more important. My feelings right now are more important than whatever you two are talking about.
Sam, I need to talk to you right now.
Should be the focal. Fuck you guys. I'm the one in pain.
But it's all on the inside.
But I dump you and that's okay.
In the interior.
God damn it. So, yeah, man. So now we got Joe and Sam saying what I feel that your boy just trying to, get her attention. He probably got noble means as well, but he trying to get her attention with the damn video. But the thing is, it's a little bit of both. But the thing is, both Reggie and him are doing that to her with that video.
Right.
Reggie knew what he doing when he said yes.
Yes, I agree. I think, yes.
He did.
Agree.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think there's probably a bigger net he's trying to draw too. I think it's partially meant to be aimed at her, but then there's another aspect to it too as well.
Layers.
Yeah, layers. Yes.
Layers, and that's the thing. All these characters have layers. The story has layers, and that's why we loved it. And we got a little story bit that I think is going to pay off later, and not the best way. And now I mean the best way as in. Not the best way as in being bad television, but being best way as in, okay, might break up the characters. Sam offers Joe a co-hosting position.
Right,
that instantly made me go, you guys gonna fall out. Something's gonna happen over you two being partners, co-hosting this show. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is, but it was a story bit that didn't pay off in this episode. Right. Which lets me know, much like on Black Lightning, when the girl Jennifer on one episode was like, I got my license, and then we never saw her drive. Then I'm like, why'd you say you got your license? You're going to drive somewhere soon. So that made me go on this one. You want to be my co-host? Okay, cool. You're going to co-host in this episode? Oh, you're not. Okay. Yeah. This is going to come back around in some kind of way. Right. And I don't think, if you talk about revving up tension in a drama, I don't think it'll be too good. I think some shit gonna go down. No, not at all. I hope not, because I love y'all together.
I mean, but if it does, I think eventually it'll mend itself. But yeah, I think that does lend itself to some kind of conflict for sure.
So we get into one of the most on the nose scenes of this episode, but still cringy, still hurtful, still had impact.
The thing about this part was I've actually seen people say the stuff that they're saying, so it's really like
that's why though it was on the nose. I can't be like I've never heard them say this type shit or read this type shit when And they had the nerve to name their show Dear Right People.
Dear Right People. So basically, Sam and Joe get downstairs to the radio station, and another show is finishing up. Sees 3 white motherfuckers.
Nope.
No?
2 white guys, and I would say an
What's
Asian.
the other person?
A white girl, an Asian
my
guy.
I say an
He's
Asian
representing
guy, yeah.
that one Asian.
Yeah, but he throws everybody under the bus.
He does.
At some point.
He
I forget what he
does.
says exactly.
But
he
it's the
throws
same
everybody
thing.
under the bus.
But it's the same thing like in Get Out when they had that one Asian person that was
sure
buying
did.
people, and
They
they was talking about how that in Get Out, Jordan Peele was saying that represented that that Asian that they let in. They'll let the Asian in these white circles.
Yeah, they will definitely let the Asian in white circles. And there have even been times in history where like Asian people were called, I forget what they were called, but they were always the more acceptable people of color, or white or yellow. I forget. There was a term that like Hitler or somebody used.
And at times they push white supremacy unknowingly by being in those circles and being accepted, whatever. And it's an interesting thing. So they did it with Get Out, and they did it here too.
I did not realize.
As an Asian, that's so trippy. We watched it 2 times together, and you didn't catch it because that's how white he was being.
Yeah, no.
I just heard what they were saying, and I'm
how
just
could you
like,
not? Like, he's saying shit that doesn't make sense coming out of his mouth.
But
okay, fair enough.
And they saying all this shit.
They're saying a lot of hurtful shit. They're basically saying that why do we have to deal with why do we have to all of these different labels that exist now create division. You got transgender, you got black, white, you got I'm trying to remember.
I mean, it's all the whole snowflake rhetoric.
Saying, like they would they probably enjoy what's safe in politics and race baiting
and oppression isn't real.
Yeah,
basically
systemic racism. They're talking about all these buzzwords that don't really mean anything. Oh, and what was the thing she said was a myth?
Wage gap is a myth. Institutional racism.
That was the part that
rape culture. That's what it was. Rape culture.
That was
a
the
myth.
part. Those
Came from a
two,
woman.
Institutional racism and rape culture, and they were basically like, those are bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? But it hurt because it's like I've actually heard people say this shit before. I've actually heard people say, "Oh, rape culture isn't real. Y'all perpetuate that. Y'all are creating this gender war. Y'all are creating this race war. Yeah, oh god,
making women victims." And they say we need a non-binary queer American Indian immigrant to run for president. And the Asian guy goes,
wheelchair. It was AIDS. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. So anyway, and they find it so funny. She goes, "I'm not a white nationalist, but it's crazy that you have to even say that before you say not white nationalist shit." Because then she brings up wage gap, rape culture, black people having freedom is just going to cause white genocide.
Which is just like
genocide. That is what the white nationalists' entire
that's
foundation.
Their whole platform.
That's the platform.
It's white genocide. No race mixing, no affirmative action, none of that. Because ultimately, it brings upon the death and destruction of white people, aka white supremacy, aka white nationalism, aka fuck these people.
White people won't be oppressed so bad.
So bad.
And
that she shouts out Old Ivy in that.
Yeah, she did.
In that show, saying,
which is why I think it's gonna be a black person.
Calls
even more.
Them fam, calls them fam, like you inspire us, fam. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like, this is framing it. It could be anyone.
But it's very interesting from your purview since you know what happens.
Yeah, just finding out. It's sort of like the kind of backtrack now is really. It's a fun journey. It's a fun to go back and see sort of what clues were dropped here and there. It's kind of interesting.
So the nerve of them calling their show "Dear Right People," I would want to fight.
Yeah, I would have to fight
literally right in there, draw down. Draw the fuck down. You know who I am. So they just walk by him so dismissively after talking that cash money shit.
That's what, the second time around, I was like, I be looking down at my phone too. Yeah, that's right. I be looking on my right fucking shoulder too. Because if you look over your left, we got an issue.
They did the white people.
You know what I'm saying?
They just kept walking. No acknowledgement. Just we did that shit.
That's cool. Keep walking. Because if anybody sneeze, take a breath, a snap, anything, it's on.
You gonna take our shit, make it your shit, and talk your shit, nigga. You're not even creative, and that happens so often, dog. Y'all not even creative.
Spewing the shit we're trying to fight against anyway.
Exactly.
It's we can't. You can't be supported, and you must be stopped.
So in the pivotal scene of this goddamn episode that actually brought tears to my eyes and shook me in so many ways.
this hurt. Yeah, this really. I don't know. It didn't strike me as hard as it did the second time around. Watching the whole thing play through and actually paying attention.
That was painful.
Yeah, this really struck me really hard.
So you about to say J.Steel?
I'm sorry.
I was about to say this is interesting because we see Sam all the way up until this point, even through the first season, kind of hold it together, even through some serious ass shit. And I feel like for her, it's already a struggle being a black woman. It's already a struggle being half black and having to deal with managing those two identities into one person, but you still black. And dealing with all of this shit, she walks into the fucking radio station, dealing with all this shit from Alt Ivy, and then she gets this fucking tweet. Alt Ivy done dug up a picture of her as a little girl with her parents, showing obviously she has a black mom, white dad, and they say, what's the exact tweet?
Your dad fucked a monkey.
A monkey,
and she's probably angry all the time too.
It's a shame you were ruined because your dad fucked a monkey, and I'm sure she's angry all the time. Yeah, too bad your father ruined you.
By fucking a monkey. Bet she's angry all the time too. And when they said that, it just went from like this person being like a racist ass, stupid ass troll to like straight up like. Pause. Who's that actor that's her mom in this? Because she's gonna come back around. It looks like she. I know that lady's face, man.
I need to get it better.
Look at her face. Look at her face. I know that lady's face, man. What is she from?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Familiar. No, I can't. Yeah, she does look familiar. Yeah, definitely.
Has her mom popped up since up to your episode?
No.
All right. Well, continue. What you saying, Jay?
So I was saying, yeah, we get to see Sam sort of have this fucking breakdown that like just completely broke my fucking heart, and we really see her melt and fall apart in that moment. And it's like, yeah, have your fucking moment, because that's some fucked up ass shit. And it's crazy because people will really go there. People will really go there. When they know they're fucking wrong, when they know they don't have nothing else to clap back with, they start to go for the fucking jugular vein. Like, that shit was dirty.
And what gets me, what hit me on a bunch of levels and layers was the quote when she said, "Fuck these people, Joe." Yeah, like when she said that and broke down, something about that rung for me like in so many layers, dog. Like, fuck these people. Like, they don't get it. We keep fighting, we keep fighting, we keep fighting, and they keep fighting, and they keep fighting, and they keep fighting. And no matter what you say, no matter what logic you come with, no matter what empathetic shit you come with, whatever, what real shit you come with, they just keep coming, dog. And she's exhausted. Right. She keeps fighting. She fighting everything. Like, even the boy, even the nigga, even her ex-boyfriend is a white dude. Like, you know what I mean? All these white people with her space, like, you know what I'm saying? Because her ex-boyfriend a white dude, her white daddy hitting up with this shit, all these white people staring at her and shit. She got these anonymous ass niggas spitting white supremacy, even in her actual space where she goes to let out her, that's her art, that's where she go, that's where she vents, that's her therapy room in that spot. They inhabited that bitch and tainted that motherfucker saying all this crazy ass shit. So then it's like, dude, when she gets that fuck these people, dog, that hit me for, that's like, fuck these homophobes, fuck these misogynists, fuck these racist people, fuck these people that just won't progress, fuck these whacked out Republicans that don't get it, fuck these whacked out Democrats that don't get it, fuck these people, man. Like, Lord, fuck, like, I felt that shit, dog, like, so hard up, son. And like, I often think I say to like mixed people, because so many times, you know, mixed people trying to find their identity, but I'll be like, I understand you gonna claim what you claim. I ain't saying denounce your white side, but you black to me because you still unless you a high passing motherfucker, you're not gonna get white privilege. Like, you know what I mean? If you look, you still got color on you, baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when you got color on you, when you got a little nigga ass nose or whatever you want to call it, you gonna be othered. And when you get othered, you with us. You nigga. You heard me? So understand, love your white mama, love your white daddy, whichever would have you. But white privilege don't come with your white mama and your white daddy blood. You wind up having to fight for rights like ours, because that cop don't always know that you mixed. That cop see a nigga in the car. You know what I mean? And that's just what it come down to a lot of times. It's fucked up to say because the one drop rule is messed up, racist ass old school propaganda. But the truth of it, when I said before, I look at a glass of white milk, dog. If I even drop the smallest bit of Hershey's in that shit is not white milk no more. And I hate to say it, nigga, like, it is what it is, dog. But back to this, dog. I'm glad that Joe helped her pick her fucking self up. You hear me? Yeah. She ain't let that shit break her. I'm glad that they made sure to show at the end of this episode, she cried, she got it out of system, but guess what? I'm ready for war. Yeah. The red in the background pop, I'm ready for war. And we didn't even get to see what she about to say.
Shot, right, it just cuts off.
Boom.
Yeah.
Jesus walk. So yeah, man, great episode. Great. Final thoughts, man.
I want more.
I want more.
That's all I can think about.
I see how you dusted us, man.
I understand. I almost
You almost did it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't understand.
Her punk ass Netflix betrayed her. She watched some of episode 2 already.
Yeah,
motherfucker. I ain't seen none of it.
It was like a piece. I literally got like the smidgen. I don't remember any of it.
What can you do? It just it plays on its own.
It just keeps
it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't. I didn't mean to.
It just
you
did
know?
it.
It just
happened. What was I supposed to do? Stop it? Nah, man, I'm not gonna stop greatness.
Yeah, you don't stop.
Who's gonna stop greatness? You gonna wake up in the morning and stop greatness? Nah, you wouldn't do that. Nah, you don't stop greatness.
It's already happened.
You go for thirds and seconds.
That's another masturbation reference from Marty. It's coded. It's coded.
I gotta take my 2 minutes. Listen. So it was just final thoughts on this first episode. Oh, this is how I felt. I still kind of felt the first time around I felt like I needed a little bit more of a primer. I needed to maybe watch a couple more episodes, skim through a couple more things. But second time around, I don't know what I realized I was multitasking and I wasn't giving the show my full attention. Now by episode 2, it completely grabbed my full attention and I was on board, wasn't doing anything else but watching the show from that point on. But this second time around is still more potent. I like it when he's behind the camera a lot more. But also too
Justin.
Yeah. So far I've enjoyed his episodes I think the most.
Who else gets behind the camera?
I'm not familiar with a lot of the other
he only does directors.
Yeah, he does. He's only done it twice so far. He's directed 2 episodes. I've seen so far.
All right.
But but it's it was a great springboard into the season, and it becomes more and more difficult to not watch. Like I just found out who the Alt Ivy person is, so I want to go back now and figure out what's gonna happen. Like to go home right now and not watch it, I'm just gonna lie to you, it's probably not gonna happen. Probably gonna watch one or more episodes tonight.
I told you, dude. Don't watch the season finale. Just
I can do that. I can definitely do that.
Hold off on the season finale.
I can do that. I can
let's all go into the season finale fresh.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
Oh my
if that's
God,
all, if I can go up until 10,
somebody spoiled something for me.
There's some kind of twist or something that happens.
Not a twist, but somebody told me
something crazy happens. Something.
You spoke earlier about somebody coming on there.
A big cameo in episode 10.
I found out who it was.
Oh, fuck you! No. When did that happen? I don't want to know.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I hopped online at the wrong time. I'll tell the story when we get to it.
Oh,
but
man.
I'm not even gonna tell the story. But I hopped online at the wrong time.
Somebody get a stern email.
Anyway.
Oh man.
Anyway,
okay. He's not friends.
Final thoughts on this episode, man.
What are we giving it? Are we giving it like academic knocks or stuff? What are we doing there?
A, B, C, D.
Oh man, I wish we had her breakdown, man. We need her breakdown from the movie. Jess, you run your shit. I'm gonna see if we can find that breakdown that she came with.
Yeah.
A nose job,
right.
with whatever.
So I thought it was amazing. I definitely like I said in the beginning, that we got to start where we left off. I want to see more of the dynamic between Sam and Joe. I think their relationship is really great. I also want to see how this situation, or if Gabe is going to continue to, if him and Reggie, with their back and forth.
Are they going to be besties?
Situation, like, what's going to happen there, you know?
Yeah.
Because people get weird when they like somebody and they're trying to get back at them, or they're trying to get their attention.
Right.
Like, things get kind of weird.
Fair enough.
Things get kind of grimy.
It can.
I'm curious to see that. And I'm just really, this first episode kind of left us just hanging a little bit. So I'm curious to see where it goes.
This is one, it just left you wanting more too. I agree with you. Y'all are gonna. I don't know. Well, we're gonna do the next 3, right? So I think it's gonna be
we're gonna do 2, 3, 4 next time.
It's so difficult to just do one, man.
It is. It's hard.
All right. So here's the breakdown of the movie. According to Samantha White, the film's protagonist, there are 3 types of ways for Black people to survive in a place like this, which is a predominantly white institute. First, there's the 100. The 100 is described to be a person that is 100% Black. Next, there's the oofta, O-O-F-T-A, a person who modulates their blackness up or down depending on the crowd and what he wants from them. Finally, there is the nose job, a person who may smooth their black edges and try to blend in. A nose job uses their blackness for self-deprecation due to the fear that it will cause a commotion or bring unwanted attention their way. So we're going to go like this. If it was a great episode, we're going to just have those three. If it was a great episode, we get it a 100. If it was just cool in the middle, we're going to give it a oofta. If that bitch sucked, it's getting a nose job.
I'm going to give it 100.
I'm going to give it 100 too.
Yeah,
definitely. Sure. I'm going to go with that.
Good, solid
and
episode.
if sometimes we're going to find great versions, if it falls in the middle between a 100 and a oofta, we might call it a oofta 100 or you know what I mean? A oofta 100, a nose oofta job or whatever. You know, if we get mixtures, we'll ride with them. But right now, that's how we breaking it down. I'm going to give it a 100, man. Like I said throughout the episode, like I'm saying right now, I really like this first episode. It started season 2, volume 2 off with a bang. It got great shots. I love the shots they have, the colors. Once again, it's another good TV show that has great lighting and really exudes the blackness, dog. We get our black skin. We popping, you feel me? Our skin is popping, son. Shouts out to the person whoever dressing them. Because once again, the costuming is great. Like, I'm really liking showing us, all of us, and we're, you know, it's not no coon shit, dog. It's us being intelligent. It's us dealing with issues. And it's also us being funny. It's funny as well. It's not just some deep shit. It is really
funny, yeah. It has different levels and layers to it, just like our lives.
Just like our actual lives. We're not always angry. We're not always sad. We're not always caring about fucking black power. We got all type of things going on with us. So I'm glad that they can keep the biting humor, the satire, as well as the drama, as well as now a mystery. So, I'm very excited to see where the rest of the season goes. We already gave it, you know, our ratings for right now. You dig? I don't think I got nothing else to say on it. I'm excited now to jump into the next couple of episodes and get a little bit more caught up into what's going on, since you know right now, Marty knows all.
I know a good bit.
I can tell the future.
I tell the future.
I will know more tonight.
So once again, man, I'm going to let y'all know when I get the email up. But in the meantime, you can send any comments, any predictions, any part of the conversation that you want to have about episode, either the movie, season 1, or episode 1, 2, 4, to 3 for now, because I'm to 3.
And don't spoil us.
That's what I'm saying. Stop.
Yeah, please,
do not talk about anything.
Say, hey, did you hear about how Randy and Lionel started fucking and Gabe filmed it? And
If it's not from the movie,
if
it's not from the movie on to season 2, episode 3, you better not talk about it. That would be wrong. You can send us either reviewing@lightning@gmail.com or to flywithbats@gmail.com, or you can send the lowrandpictures@gmail.com. We are available if you want. Look, hey, and if you think you want to talk about, man, like once again. This was fun. We about to have some more fun getting into it. We got more things to review. This is that actor guy, Marty Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at that actor guy, at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out, or you ain't gonna find me. Also check out Gumbo Monster 504 on YouTube. Subscribe, share everything. Fly with Bats, man. We expanding the brand, we expanding the situation. Also, what else I want to say? Something else I want to freaking say, but I think I forgot. I lost it. Y'all let me know who y'all love. It might come back. It might come back.
Hey guys, this is Jessica. I'm J.Steel. You can follow me on Instagram at @IamJSteel_. Also check out TheMisbelief at check out TheMisbelief at TheMisbelief on Instagram and tune into The Misbelief Radio Show. You can catch us at themisbelief.podbean.com. Also check out my amazing food blog on Instagram at FatGirlNola.
Oh, I'm hungry just thinking about it.
Me too.
You can find me, Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com. If you'd like to hear more from me, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host a show there with my illustrious host, the Arrogant Observer, called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check us out. You can also email us, like Mr. Bat said, at lowrainpictures@gmail.com.
Yeah, man. So this was reviewing them Dare white people. Them Dare
white people.
White people.
Yeah, reviewing them Dare white people. That's what this one is.
Yeah,
You hear me?
like that.
Episode 1. You dig? Until next round, man. We out.
Bye.